Benson for the point.
Back to better. Block and down.
He'll go. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Leaf Bach, and glad to have more play-by-play action for you here on Gold 101.5 FM, KRJM, along with audio streaming to rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. As I just witnessed the championship game in Class A, Mayor Lutheran beating Minneota in 3 sets. As we move on, we will have the Hawley Nuggets taking on Mounds Park Academy for the 3rd place game here on KRJM. Glad to have you along. I'm Leaf Bakken, and we'll jump right into our pregame show brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. If you have any plumbing and heating needs, especially as we move into the winter, contact Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. As I know that this winter weather has come upon us just a few weeks before Thanksgiving, but it's November, so we should be expecting that. And it's going to be an interesting ride home for myself and for the teams heading back that direction towards home in the northwest corner of the state. Let's set the stage for our final day as I take a look around the XL Energy Center. If you haven't been to XL Energy, it's home of the Wild. So picture this. You're coming upon a hockey rink, shape of an oval. You've got that oval split in half by a big black curtain and a blue and gold sign that hangs from the middle of it, the Minnesota State High School League Championships flag. On each side of that curtain, you have the volleyball courts that they've put out, these mats. They've got blue outside, out of bounds, red inbounds. Make it nice and easy for all of us to see what's going on and where to look on the floor. as you're looking at your radio, you see to one side the Hawley Golden Nuggets to your left as they begin to warm up in their white jerseys with maroon shorts, maroon numbers, and gold trim around those numbers, except for Alexa Reap, who's the libero. She'll be wearing the maroon with the gold stripe and the gold numbers. On the other side is Mounds Park Academy. They're wearing black jerseys with white numbers. They've got the blue panther on their shoulder with white stripes down the shoulder, down the arm, and down the side of the jerseys, black shorts. Everybody's wearing white tennis shoes today, except for Amanda Nelson, who wears black tennis shoes for the Hawley Nuggets. Each team begins stretching out, working things out, as we prepare for the third place game between our two teams, the Hawley Golden Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers. We'll have more on both of these teams and continue our Hoban Plumbing and Heating pregame show in just a little bit on KRJM and RJBroadcasting.com along with YourLiveEvent.com. It's the Nuggets and the Panthers in battling it out for third and fourth place at the state Class AA volleyball tournament.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email Jennifer at hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bakken, and you're listening to Gold 101.5 FM KRJM. We're also streaming audio to RJBroadcasting.com and YourLiveEvent.com. The Hawley Nugget fans are going wild today. Got some dads in the student section today, so that's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time here in this third place game. The Nuggets and the Panthers going after it for today as we continue on our Hoban Plumbing and Heating pregame show. We move on in the pregame show to the Midwest Bank of Waban pregame coaches interview. I had the opportunity to talk with Coach Kathleen Rustad yesterday, and we talked about the game against Sauk Center. So I would also like to say to cover from yesterday the Barrick Family Farm post-game coaches comments, but also tying it into our Midwest Bank of Waban pregame coaches interview today as well. So my conversation with her last night about their unfortunate loss to Sauk Center Main Streeters, but that brings them here to this third and fourth place game. Let's have a listen in to what Coach Kathleen Rustad had to say. Hey everybody, Leaf Bakken here with head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, Kathleen Rustad, as they're heading to the third place game against Mounds Park Academy. But first, let's do a little talking on taking on the Main Streeters from Sauk Center. You saw them earlier in the year, Kathleen, at a tournament in Perham. Lost 2-0 there, and then you had to battle pretty hard, but unfortunately falling 3-0 today.
Yeah, I would say there was a battle. There was some great plays. We came across a really good team. These girls fought hard. Sauk Center has some big kids. Yes, I think we did see them earlier this season. They looked a little different. I know number 6 was in a different position. She was hurt at that point. So that looked a little bit different, not too different, but these girls, they came out there and things just didn't go their way this time.
What was kind of the mentality going into that game, since you'd seen them before and you'd watched some film and you kind of made a game plan?
I would say there were moments where these girls followed the game plan to a T. They're big, so we were trying to move the tempo up a little bit. We had too many unforced errors, which gets in the way of your game plan sometimes. So I'd say that pretty much is what did it. This game there was, ball handling errors, or we hit into the net, or, a few missed serves here or there. But game plan wise, our goal was to get them one-on-ones, and we had several of those. We had some great kills, great moments. A couple of those games we were tight with them. Could have been either one's game. So there were great volleys there. But again, just came up short tonight.
And what was the discussion or the feelings afterwards? I mean, it's always tough to lose, but you guys are still making history. And the big thing, too, is that, as we talked off air, doing a little debriefing, de-stressing, doing something a little fun while you're in the cities and taking that opportunity. So just to relax.
I think even aside from the game of volleyball, when you lose or when you do something that's not the best, or you make a mistake or whatever, sometimes that can be hard, right? Learning from your mistakes, or it's never easy to lose, I guess I should say that. So reminding the girls and navigating their emotions of defeat, they are at the state tournament. They are playing. They're the top 4, top 8 teams in the state right now. So looking forward to the next game, looking at the positives coming out of them, because there are so many positives. Representing Hawley, our community, and everybody, they have done a lot throughout these last few months, and to look forward at those positive things. And we have one more game ahead of us. So hopefully they aren't turning back. They're just looking forward.
You brought it up, so let's move right on to that next game against Mounds Park Academy. They came in and upset the number 1 Southwest Christian, and then one of their players got hurt in the Jackson County Central game, so that's unfortunate for them, and they fell there. But looking like it might be a pretty good battle for third place.
Yeah, you always love the underdog, don't you?
Yeah.
Great effort on their part. Great games, great rallies during these games. You never wish an injury on anyone ever, especially at the state tournament. You're seeing some great competition, but tomorrow could be anybody's game too, right? You have some ups and you have some downs and some injuries. That's adversity hitting you straight in the face. What to do next? What's your next plan? So again, there's a lot of great talent on Mounds Academy. Hopefully it's a great game and everybody stays healthy as they can, and stays in it till the end throughout the game tomorrow.
When looking at film, and maybe you've watched a couple of their games here at the tournament, what are your guys' thoughts? What's the game plan moving ahead against the Panthers?
They're, I would say, probably much more similar to our style of game than the other teams around here. They're a little bit shorter, kind of our height. So it's going to be straight out hustle, back and forth, pursuing balls and getting some quick tempos on our side of the court. But again, I'm going to go with passing and serving. Even in the game today, we didn't pass very well, and that was the game that we lost the worst. So the nuts and bolts have to be there. The girls need to do the work, and they look together. So let's hope that cohesiveness is on the court, win or lose. We just really seek out that cohesiveness and that togetherness.
We haven't talked about it much, Coach, but let's take a second to talk about your seniors and their experience and what they've said to you and your experience. I mean, the first time for the Hawley volleyball program to make it to state, make it this far, and you guys are making history each time, and so win or lose, history is made. What's the feeling been like from your team and as a coach to be in St. Paul at the XL Center for this tournament?
Lighthearted, exciting, new, extraordinary, supportive, all of that. Those are the words that are coming out of these girls' mouths. And well, what other things have they said? Yeah, together, giving it their all. They want to do that for their community, for the support that they know people are, they're sending texts or their snaps or whatever when they have their off time and allowed to have their devices with them. And that's what they know they've got support behind them. So they're honored. I think that's a good word too, honored to be up there. I think I said the other words too, but it's quite an honor. Pretty amazing.
Coach Kathleen Rustad of the Hawley Golden Nuggets making history for their program, and best of luck, Coach, in the third place game against Mounds Park Academy.
Thanks, Leif.
Coach Kathleen Rustad of the Hawley Nuggets there talking about what they need to do to take care of business today and come home to Hawley with a third place trophy. Even if they lose, they come back with a fourth place trophy. First time the volleyball program from Hawley, Minnesota has been to the state tournament. Thanks once again to Midwest Bank of Waban for the pregame coaches interview here on KRJM 1015. We're going to come back, talk a little bit about these two teams, the keys to the game, and starting lineups also coming up as well. You're listening to KRJM 1015 FM along with rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Bennett Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Bennett Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Bennett Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Steer Builders of Hawley is a residential construction company specializing in framing and new single-family homes. Jared and the team at Steer Builders will work with you on the home you're building or post-frame buildings like shops, barns, garages, and more. Steer Builders is also hiring framers. Must be 18 and experience is not required but a plus. Contact Steer Builders at 701-261-7798 for any questions regarding hiring, homes, or new post-frame buildings. Steer Builders of Hawley, 701-261-7798.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Welcome back to the Hobins Plumbing and Heating pregame show on KRJM 1015 FM as the Hawley Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers are about to play for third place here at the MSHSL Championships, the volleyball state tournament, here at XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. What a stage to be on. What a stage to announce from. I appreciate all the sponsors that made this possible. And if you see any of them that you hear and see today, please say thank you to them for making this possible, because we wouldn't have been able to do it. And this has been a ton of fun for me. I hope it's been a ton of fun for all of you at home as well. And so we appreciate it so much as we continue on and talk about our two teams, and then we'll talk about our Foston Chiropractic keys to the game. Coming into this game, two upsets, honestly. Let's talk about that. In this tournament, the number one, Southwest Christian, that's out of the Section 2 AA, they took on Mounds Park Academy, who's a draw-in into this tournament. They're the champions of Section 4AA. Well, guess what? Mounds Park Academy took Southwest Christian all the way to 5 and beat them. So a big upset there. Well, then on the other side, we saw the Hawley Nuggets take on the Cannon Falls Bombers, who were the Section 1AA winners, and came in and took them to 5 and beat them. So the number 1 and number 2 automatically head on out down to the bottom part of the bracket. Earlier today, I watched the Southwest Christian Stars beat the Cannon Falls Bombers in 3. And so congratulations goes out to the consolation winner of Southwest Christian. And they're out of Section 2AA. Well, then we go to the semifinals. What happened there? Well, Mounds Park was faced against Jackson County Central Huskies. The end result there was a 3-1 win in favor of Jackson County Central. They're playing just on the other side of the curtain, or will be playing in just a little bit, against Sauk Center. We'll talk about that in just a second. Mounds Park lost one of their pretty good players, Lola Pillen, who was doing really well, and I was thinking that they were going to take it to Jackson County Central and make it a 5-game look, but she got hurt, and I'm not saying that she's everything for that team by any means, but she was a big key, and so that makes a difference as Jackson County Central moves on. Mounds Park comes to this game. And then the Hawley Nuggets and Sauk Center Main Streeters went after it right here on KRJM. And you heard that one, as that one went to Sauk Center 3-0. But 2 of those 3 sets very close, both 23-25 in the first and the third sets. So impressive there, but couldn't quite get the job done. And we just heard Coach Kathleen Rustad talk a little bit about that. And so Hawley comes to this one against Mounds Park, and Jackson County Central and Sauk Center going after it in the championship. On the other side of the curtain in just a little bit. So, about these 2 teams, well, because of all that action, the Mounds Park Academy Panthers 27-5 overall this season. As for the Hawley Nuggets, with their loss yesterday, they are 28-6 overall. So 2 very comparable teams, and we talked about that. Let's bring in now, again, our keys to the game from Foston Chiropractic. See Dr. Gabe at Foston Chiropractic. As we talk about these keys, well, the keys that Coach Kathleen Rustad has told us all season is pass and serve. She's worked with her team on pass and serve. And when you look across the net, when I get to look across the net, Mounds Park Academy, very comparable, as she said in her interview. They're a shorter team, but boy, do they have some girls who can power the ball down and sky up there. So this will be a very comparable Northwest Minnesota volleyball. And Mounds Park Academy located here in St. Paul. And so it'll be a good match. I'm looking forward to a good one between these 2 teams. And what a way, again, with both upsets at the beginning and then end up playing for 3rd and 4th place. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, keys to the game, pass and serve on the Hawley Nuggets side of things. They want to be quick because this Mounds Park Academy Panther team is also pretty quick. Again, they can get up there. As for Mounds Park Academy, I don't know what research they've done, but Coach Jeff Kunzhag, you know, I imagine they've watched it, and we've talked about it throughout the season and into this tournament. But the second touch looks from Hawley, they're going to want to be ready for that. And they're going to want to be ready for the tall attacks of Faith Rustad and, Grace Fleming and Faith Rustad, yeah, as they'll be coming at them hard. Anna Steer will be coming after it as well. Izzy Steer, another tall player. So Mounds Park Academy will have to be ready for some tall players up front going on the attack, but also ready on that second touch kill. Keys to the game brought to you by Foston Chiropractic. See Dr. Gabe at Foston Chiropractic. Well, let's see here. Still have some time to go. We'll talk more volleyball here in a little bit on KRJM 101.5 FM, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in for this one, whether it be on KRJM or while we're streaming audio at rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. Also want to apologize, but thank all of the KRJM listeners for sticking with us as we interrupted your Gophers Iowa game. But we'll be bringing you updates as we go along, so don't worry. We'll keep you updated there, and we'll keep things rolling here in St. Paul at the Minnesota State High School League volleyball tournament. It's the 3rd and 4th place game. The Hawley Golden Nuggets against the Mounds Park Academy Panthers. Don't go anywhere. We've got volleyball coming your way.
Why do 148 businesses call Hawley, Minnesota home? They love the business-friendly community and the quick connections to major roads and cities. Hawley has affordable business amenities and shovel-ready commercial and industrial lots waiting for you in great locations. There's even small business startup office space located right downtown. Ready to move your business to Hawley? Contact Lee at 701-306-4497 or visit the new website at hawley.govoffice.com.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Valley Premier Bank is a proud sponsor of Hawley Nuggets Athletics. With tradition, community, and experience since 1892, Valley Premier Bank has been helping the people of Hawley and the surrounding communities. Their personal service and dedication create solutions that will drive results you want and expect. Valley Premier Bank is located at 416 6th Street and reachable at 218-483-3361. An FDIC member and equal housing lender, you can rely on Valley Premier Bank.
Welcome to Edine Family Dentistry, just off Highway 10 in Dilworth. Our purpose is to meet and exceed your expectations, providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, providing exceptional dental care using the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. Currently welcoming new patients. Stop in and see Dr. Edine or Dr. Muscatel and their friendly staff at Edine Family Dentistry. EdineFamilyDentistry.com. 218-287-2938.
Welcome back on KRJM 101.5 FM. I'm Leaf Bach, and with the 3rd place game coming your way for Class AA volleyball, the Hawley Golden Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers going to play today. 2 draw-ins into this game and made big splash right away. Mounds Park Academy beating the number 1 Southwest Christian right away. And then the Hawley Nuggets beating the number 2 Cannon Falls right away. They went on and faced 2 teams, Hawley facing Sauk Center, falling in 3 to come to this game, while the Mounds Park Academy Panthers went to 4 with Jackson County Central, the Huskies. So they'll be playing the championship just on the other side. As you can hear behind me, the fans of the Hawley Nuggets getting ready to roll again on day 3 for their team. How exciting is that? Hawley Nuggets making history, and that's kind of been the storyline for the teams, and it's just great. Just awesome to be here, and glad that we're able to provide the play-by-play action for you as we get underway and keep going along here in our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. And thank everybody who's been part of that. Midwest Bank of Waban with the pregame coaches interview and the keys to the game brought to you by Foston Chiropractic. Now it's time for the starting lineups brought to you by Norman County Implement. Norman County Implement's telling you, are you thinking about snow? If you aren't, well, it's out there because there's snow blowers on hand at Norman County Implement, including 60-inch and 74-inch snow blowers, and they're set up and ready for the winter season. But you need to buy them early if you need a snow blower because inventory is tight and short supply. You can also check out Norman County Implement for fall tillage equipment and also schedule service work for the winter months on your combines, tractors, and beat equipment with Norman County Implement. Call them up at 218-784-2961. Our starting lineup for the Mounds Park Academy Panthers looks like this. Number 2 is Madeline Black. She is a senior for this Mounds Park team. As we go on to Elsa Coons-Haig, she's number 4 and a sophomore for this team. She's an outside hitter. Kaya Coons-Haig, she wears the number 5 and she's a senior for this team. She's an outside hitter as well. Number 6 is Violet Kamak. She is the libero and a junior for this Panther team. She'll be wearing the blue jersey with the white stripes down the side. Number 7 is Marin Gray. She's a junior and a middle hitter. And then we'll have number 8, Zoe Mulvihill, who is a junior and outside hitter for this team. Head coach is Jeff Koonshag, assisted by Raina Pilon and Carrie Koonshag. And on to the Golden Nuggets from Hawley. Starting for them will be number 5, Anna Steer, a middle hitter at 5'9", and a junior. Alex Eilertson wears the number 6. She's the setter at 5'7" and a senior. Another senior is number 7, Grace Fleming, an outside hitter at 5'8". Senior, number 8, Faith Rustad, outside hitter at 5'9". The freshman on this team who's been doing a very good job, looking forward to seeing more of her, is Isabel Izzy Steer, a middle hitter at 5'9". And the senior at defensive specialist, number 11, Ashley Fletcher, standing at 5'7". Head coach is Kathleen Rustad, assisted by Melissa Thompson, Shannon Olson, Nicole Martin, Kim Yulvin, and Allie Reno. Once again, number 12, Alexa Allie Reap. She's a 5'7" sophomore. She'll be the libero for the Nuggets. Thanks to Norman County Implement for sponsoring the starting lineups here in the Hobins Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Contact Chuck or Neil for prices at their place at 218-784-2961. Norman County Implement, Highway 9, North Ada. And that is going to wrap us up for our Hobins Plumbing and Heating pregame show here on KRJM, RNJBroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be coming back with live volleyball action from St. Paul, Minnesota. Third place, fourth place action. The Nuggets and the Panthers going after it.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Greater Hawley Homes is ready to help you find your dream home. With over 40 years of experience, their realtors work hard to ensure your new home is the perfect match, whether it be in the city, country, or on the lake. Looking to put your home on the market? Greater Hawley Homes has great rates and the availability to feature your home. Serving the Hawley, Barnesville, Dilworth, Audubon, Lake Park, and Detroit Lakes areas, Greater Hawley Homes realtors are ready to work with you. Call Greater Hawley Homes at 218-483-3120 or go online at greaterhawleyhomes.com. Are you ready to play volleyball, folks? Because they're ready to play volleyball from XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm Leaf Bakken, and you're tuned in to KRJM 101.5 FM, along with RJBroadcasting.com and YourLiveEvent.com as we stream audio to those, as we are doing the third and fourth place game here from the state tournament for Class AA volleyball. The Hawley Golden Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers, as the crowd gets fired up. Behind me, having the pleasure of getting to have the Hawley Golden Nuggets behind me all tournament, and it's been a fun one, and I know they've enjoyed their time, and we're going to keep having a good time. Steer steps on the floor, but Reap will come back on and replace her. The Nuggets will serve from left to right on your dial, on your screen, wherever you're listening. We're playing volleyball in St. Paul. Grace Fleming to start things off for the Nuggets. This one goes to the back. Kunzi Hogue to Kunze Hogue, and then across the way by Gray, and she hits it too hard over the net, so that'll be out of bounds and a point to start things off for the Hawley Nuggets. Fleming on the serve once again. Kunze Hogue tips it over, and then a little miscommunication back and forth, and then to the floor for the Nuggets in the front row. That kill will go to Elsa Kunze Hogue. Assist by Kaya Kunze Hogue. Alyssa Kunze Hogue on that far corner on the serve. Nice dive in by Fleming, and then it'll be free ball to cross as the Nuggets are able to save that one. Gray goes on the attack, and just too hard once again to this near side back corner. Just outside of that, I should say. And the Nuggets will go up 2-1 in set number 1. Junior Anna Steer will now serve. This one goes off the arm funny there of Gray on that far side, so an ace for Anna Steer. She serves from the middle of the back row. This one received in the far corner by Gray. Kunze Hogue sends it over to Kaya Kunze Hogue. This one goes over the top of the block and out of bounds. It'll be a kill for Kaya Kunze Hogue, assisted by Elsa Kunze Hogue. And we're at 3-2 in favor of Hawley. Gray serves. Received by Fleming. Eilertson and then Rustad, worked around by the Panthers on this near side. Hard hit by Kaya Kunze Hogue, just too far. Puts Hawley up 4-2 in set number 1. Well, we'll have an Irie Insurance substitution here as the senior McKenna Iverson steps onto the floor for the other senior, Ashley Fletcher. Stepping back to serve is Eilertson. This one a lighter serve, picked up at the attack line by the Panthers. Attacked by Kaya Kunze Hogue. Eilertson had to use her forearms to stop it from hitting her face. Couldn't quite get underneath it, any of the other Nuggets, and so it falls to the floor. And the Panthers will come up with that one. Down by 1. This is Navreen Beering serving. She's a freshman who puts it into the net, so a free one over to the Nuggets. After she serves, she steps off, and Kamak will step back onto the floor. Again, Kamak, the libero, she's in the far corner. Faith Rustad steps back on the left side of your device and serves. This one comes to Gray in the back. Now the attack, and the kill going to go to Zoe Mulvihill. Nice job there by Mulvihill, skying up and powering that to the back. Went off of Rustad's arms and out of bounds. Madeline Black steps back to serve. This one, Rustad trying to get underneath it, but an ace will come up for Madeline Black, as Rustad had a flat set, couldn't quite get it into the air, and we're wrapped up at 5. This one goes across the court to Fleming. Izzy Steer goes after it. It's blocked up front, and then we're going to call Steer for, they tried to push it over, but there was no block. 4 touches by the Nuggets, putting Mounds Park up for their first lead of the game, 6-5. Black continuing to serve. This one to the middle back row. Fleming gets to it. Iverson on the set, and her hands are not quite set up properly, so the double touch by McKenna Iverson. And the Panthers of Mounds Park Academy take a 2-point lead, 7-5 on a Saturday afternoon. Steer receives it in the back row. Eilertson, and then Fleming goes after it. Hits the back line! Grace Fleming comes up with the kill. Eilertson with her first assist on the day. And the Nuggets are going to try to crawl back in. Allie Reap on the serve. She serves from the middle back. A miscommunication by the Panthers, so Allie Reap will get an ace. Kamak and Gray were trying to go after it together, and they ran into each other, bumped into each other a bit. 7 around. Reap's serve this time going to go off to the side, just a little too far, giving the Panthers the 1-point lead, 8-7 in set number 1. Kaya Kunze Hogue will serve from this near side corner from right to left. She serves across the court. In the back corner is Fleming. Eilertson with a bump pass, and then Fleming hits it. A little awkward hit, but the Panthers weren't ready for that, so Fleming will come up with another kill. Assist by Eilertson. We're wrapped up at 8. That's 2 kills now for Grace Fleming. Ashley Fletcher steps back onto the floor. She serves. In the middle is Kimak to get to the ball. Koonshog, and then Gray sends it over. Reap in the back row, and now an attack in the front by Steer after she got set up by Eilertson, and that's a good kill off of the tip for Anna Steer. I don't know why there's sirens, if it's supposed to be she's on fire or what's going on, as Spirit Fingers come out from behind me. Ball worked around by the Panthers. Back row attack by Kaya Koonshagen. Fletcher gets to it. Nice save by the Nuggets. It was a little awkward for them, but they got to it. Second touch by Elsa Koonshagen, as this one's pushed over by Eilertson and just too far. I apologize. Those two sisters are Koonzi Hogue, and I'm going to get their name right eventually. This will send Violet Kamak to serve on a 9-9 tie. This one barely over the net. Goes over the top and tipped over by Eilertson, now sent back by the Panthers. Worked around Steer, Eilertson, and then Fleming goes on the attack, and then one of the Panthers gets caught up in the net. So this will send Fleming to the back to serve now with a 1-point lead for the Nuggets in set number 1, 10-9. Grace Fleming serve goes all the way to the back to Kaya Koonzi-Haug. She'll get the ball back from her sister Elsa. Rustad gets underneath it. Reap, and now Rustad goes on the attack, sending it to the back near side corner. That's Kamak, and then tipped over by Elsa Koonzi-Haug. So far, a good match as we predicted, 10-10 in set 1. Elsa Koonzi-Haug on the serve. Fletcher gets underneath it. Now Eilertson with the pass, and then miscommunication between Rustad and Fletcher. As they both called for it. They were both right there and ran into each other trying to swing at it. 1-point lead for Mounds Park. Serve goes over. Reap gets underneath it. Nobody else but Eilertson in the front row. So an ace for Elsa Koonshagen. Koonzi-Haug. Koonzi-Haug serves once more. This one to the back row where Fleming is. Eilertson, and then Rustad powers that one down. Elsa Koonzi-Haug is there. Then Sherwood gets underneath it, and that one goes into the net. And falls in favor of the Nuggets, so they'll get the ball back, but they are down by 1, 11-12 in set 1. Junior Anna Steer will step back to serve. Her serve goes all the way to the back. Kamak in the middle. Koonzi-Haug, and then bumped over by Sherwood. Trying to keep it on the other side, and bump back and forth. A couple of blocks and blocked down by Beering. And falls on the Nuggets side of things, so a 2-point lead for the Panthers over the Nuggets. Gray to serve now from the back middle. Fletcher in that far corner gets it. Eilertson, now Rustad on the attack. In the face of Elsa Koonzi-Haug, and Rustad says, take a bite of that. Nice kill there for Faith Rustad, her first on the day. 4 assists. And now a 1-point deficit for the Nuggets. There's a discussion at the table between the floor judge and the bookkeeper. Alex Eilertson stepping back to serve, but she's on hold. As the crowd goes silent, a couple people start humming the Jeopardy song. So trying to figure out what's going on here. Just saw an epic kill as Alex Eilertson set up Faith Rustad, put it into the face of Elsa Koonzi-Haug. Now we're ready to resume play. Eilertson serves from left to right. Koonzi-Haug to Koonzi-Haug. Back to Koonzi-Haug, and then it's blocked up front and falls out of bounds. As I say that, it was blocked into the antenna, so the Panthers will get the point and the 2-point lead. Nice job by Kaya Kunzi-Hogue putting that one into the block at the right angle. Beering is serving this time. She'll serve to the back middle where Fleming is. Eilertson up front, and then Izzy Steer pushes it through a block. Kunzi-Hogue, and then miscommunication as Mulvihill was trying to figure out where to go, and the kill will go to the freshman, Izzy Steer. Still down by 1, the Nuggets to the Panthers, 14-13. Faith Rustad on the serve in the middle back row. This one comes to the near side corner to Kunzi-Hogue, and then Mulvihill will try to push it into a block by Iverson and Izzy Steer, and tie things up at 14. This one comes to Kunzi-Hogue. Over to Elsa Kunzi-Hogue, back to Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. Block up front, and then Kamek gets it, and they say instead of a block, it was 4 hits on the Panthers, and that'll give the 1-point lead to the Nuggets, 15-14. Rustad on the serve. This one to the middle back. Kunzi-Hogue gets to it. Kunzi-Hogue setting up Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. This one to the back corner. Rustad underneath. Fleming on the set, and now Rustad on the attack. This one to the back corner where Gray is. Off to the side. Kunzi-Hogue, now Kunzi-Hogue on the attack. In the back row, Anna Steer. Eilertson, then Rustad. Kamek gets underneath it. Second touch pushed over by the Panthers. Working around are the Nuggets. This one off the block, and Kunzi-Hogue gets underneath it. Kamek, now Kaya Kunzi-Hogue on the attack. Steer in the back row. Eilertson in the front. Iverson going on the attack. This one to Elsa Kunzi-Hogue. Kamek on the second touch. And on the third touch, pushed through the block by Kaya Kunzi-Hogue for the kill. That puts us at 15 around. That'll also cause us to have an Irie Insurance substitution as Maddie Black steps onto the floor and Beering steps off. Here's the serve. This one goes to the middle back row for Steer. Eilertson with the bump pass to Rustad. In the back row is Gray. Now Kunzi-Hogue and to Mulvihill, who pushes it through the block and gets the kill. Nice job there. Elsa Kunzi-Hogue with 3 assists. Mulvihill with 2 kills now and the 1-point lead. As I say that, Maddie Black serves and puts it into the net, and it will wrap us up at 16. Allie Reap will run onto the floor for Steer, and she will serve. This one to the middle back row. Kunzi-Hogue to Kunzi-Hogue, back to Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. Through the block, and off that block it goes out of bounds and will be a point for the Panthers. Quick update for you. Gophers and Iowa are tied at 3 after the first quarter of play. You would hear that normally here on KRJM, but we've got volleyball action. The Nuggets working around. Recovered by the Panthers. Now the Nuggets will try again. 2 sets and an attack by Fleming. This one comes to the near side corner where Kamak is. Kunzi-Hogue, now Gray on the attack. This one goes over the top of Eilertson. Now they have to save it. Can they save it? It'll be too many hits as it comes towards us in just on this side of the media tables. So unfortunate there as the scrappy Panthers able to turn it into points as the Nuggets are really trying to recover on that one. This one put into the net on the serve by the Panthers. Irie Insurance substitution. Ashley Fletcher steps on for McKenna Iverson. The 2 seniors, we've seen that rotation all season, and they do a good job. This one going to be not enough power for Fletcher, giving Mounds Park Academy the 2-point lead, 19-17 in set 1. 1917, what a year to be alive, huh? Didn't know a pandemic was coming on. Just like 2019. Fleming gets the serve, Eilertson, and then blocked up front as Steer tries to go after it. Blocked twice, and then it comes down on the other side. Going to call a block there for Anna Steer. Jumping up in front. Just a little back and forth like... I'm sure that's a drill to jump on each side and tip the ball back and forth on each side of the net. Here's Grace Fleming serving left to right on the dial. Kunzi-Hogue Over to Kunzi Hogue. Now Kaya Kunzi Hogue goes on the attack. That one would have been out, but Reap touched it. It goes to the back curtain almost. They have to send it over on a free ball. This one will be to the back. Ooh, it's saved by Kaya Kunzi Hogue on the tip. Fleming gets underneath it. Eilertson in the front row now. Steer on his tip, and it's blocked. As I say that, it's blocked out of bounds. So the Nuggets will tie it up at 19. That was a good job there. I got to give Marin Gray some credit. And she had a nice jump as Steer was just setting it over. This one tipped over by Beering for the Panthers. Nuggets work it around. Fleming goes on the attack. Gray, Kunzi Hogue now. Kaya Kunzi Hogue from the back row. Fletcher gets underneath it. Eilertson on the bump pass. Rustad sending it to the middle back row where Kaya Kunzi Hogue is. Kunzi Hogue, that's Elsa Kunzi Hogue. Gray puts it into I thought it was into the block, but the block missed and it fell out of bounds. So Hawley takes the 1-point 2019 lead. Fleming on the serve. Kunzi Hogue in the back row. Kunzi Hogue at the attack line, and then Kaya Kunzi Hogue attacks from the attack line. Fletcher got underneath it. Not enough space really for anyone to get underneath it. Eilertson attempted, but here we are tied up at 20. We've got a good one, folks. Hope you're enjoying it here on KRJM 101.5 FM. And audio streaming to rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. Elsa Kunzi Hogue will be the one to serve on that far corner. Trying to keep the ball alive. They do. The Nuggets recover. This one very close to the net. Elsa Kunzi Hogue was next to the net, and she wanted a call on the Nuggets, but doesn't happen as the ball is mishandled by the Panthers. And with a 21-20 lead, the Nuggets lead the Panthers from Mounds Park Academy, and we've got a good one once again. Hey, one of our sponsors, and glad to have them as a sponsor, is Steve Dalen, Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty. You can join Steve Dalen and Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty for the BCB Farm Partnership Land Auction. They're featuring 730 acres of excellent cropland near Halstead, Minnesota. Live and online auction on December 9th. And for more information, you can call Steve Dalen with Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, 701-893-8517. Or you can visit Pfeiffers.com. Thanks so much to Steve Dalen and Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty for being sponsors. And thanks to all the sponsors that you've heard throughout our broadcast of state tournament time. We appreciate all their support to make this happen. Taking a look here, I guess I've had a couple of opportunities, so we'll see if we have some more. This is the third and fourth place game for Class AA. Community Co-op scoreboard reads 21-20 in favor of the Nuggets in set number one. Anna Steer, the junior, serving as she puts it down for an ace. Mustang Seeds ace, planning your future. For corn and soybean seeds, contact Jay Merkins, 218-415-0987, or Scott Erickson, 218-368-5314. Mustang Seeds ace. That's her second ace of the day. This one comes to Gray in the back row. Kunzi Hogue to Kunzi Hogue, and that'll be a kill for Kai Kunzi Hogue as Fletcher can't quite handle that one on this near side back row. Update my Community Co-op scoreboard as it reads 22-21 in favor of the Nuggets. But Gray will step back and serve for the Panthers of Mounds Park Academy. This one goes to the far corner where Fletcher is. Eilertson sets it up for Rustad, who puts it in this back near side corner for the kill. Fan section goes wild behind me. Timeout called once again here. 23-21 on the Community Co-op scoreboard here in set number one on KRJM 101.5 FM.
The Hawley JCs is all about giving back to their community. They are a part of many community events such as the Night to Unite, the Fall Stag, the Hawley Rodeo, the Holes for Heroes Ice Fishing Tournament, and the Sandboxville. Since 2016, the Hawley JCs has given nearly $60,000 in donations. To keep the support going, they need new members. Join the team and have fun at the Hawley JCs. Find them on Facebook.
Welcome back. Community Co-op scoreboard says 23-21 in set number one on KRJM 101.5 FM. I'm Leaf Bakken with play-by-play action as the Hawley Nuggets are battling for third place against the Mounds Park Academy Panthers. Located right here in St. Paul. Alex Eilertson finds the back line on the serve. My goodness, another Mustang Seeds ace, planting your future. Alex Eilertson with her first ace of the day. Set point on the way. Panthers working around. Kaya Kunzi-Hoag goes after it and gets the kill. So just like that, they're not letting set number 1 get away from them. That's for sure. Neverine Beering will serve now from right to left. This is a set point, 24-22. Over the net to the back corner where Rustad is. Eilertson to Rustad on the attack, and then the set was double touch is what they say. So a free one given over to Mounds Park Academy, so that's unfortunate. Now it's a 1-point game, but still set point. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Kathleen Rustad of the Hawley Nuggets. And now we'll take a break as well. 24-23 on the Community Co-op scoreboard in set number 1.
Since 1991, the mission of REACH has been to build strong communities and healthy families. Serving Clay, Becker, and Norman County, REACH provides counseling, food pantry, career services, and the backpack program that provides school-aged children with food for the weekend. You can help REACH by donating, volunteering, and shopping at the REACH reusable secondhand stores in Hawley and Hendrum. Learn more about REACH by visiting ruralenrichment.org.
24-23 in set 1. We've got ourselves a good volleyball match between these two teams on KRJM 101.5 FM. From this near side corner, Beering will serve. And as I say that, the whistle was not blown for her to serve. I think there was a whistle on the other side of the curtain. It's kind of confusing. Here's the serve finally. 24-23. Fleming in the back. Eilertson, now Izzy Steer. Goes across. That's Gray. Now Kunzi-Hoag. And then Kaya Kunzi-Hoag gets it over the top, and a carry is called on Iverson. So now we're wrapped up at 24. You have to win by 2 in each set. Beering's next serve on the way to the back row. Fleming. Steer to Fleming in the back corner on the attack. Gray in the middle. Here's the attack, and then it's put down for the kill by Mulvihill. Zoe Mulvihill doing a great job there. 7 assists now for Elsa Kunzi-Hoag. Timeout taken once again by Coach Kathleen Rustad of the Hawley Nuggets. Both coaches have used both their timeouts here in set number 1. You get 2 every set. As our Community Co-op scoreboard reads, 25 for Mounds Park Academy, 24 for the Hawley Golden Nuggets. Ada Building Center offers post-frame packages with metal sales steel to meet all your frame building needs, and all are built to your specific request. Post-frame buildings from Ada Building Center feature metal sales steel, plus with computer drafting of your buildings, you get to have a say in what your buildings look like to meet your needs and your budget. When looking for farm buildings, storage buildings, or any post-frame building with metal sales steel, visit with Ada Building Center, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. Thanks so much to Ada Building Center for being a sponsor of our state tournament coverage this weekend, or this week, I guess. Both coaches have used their timeouts. We're ready to resume play. Mounds Park Academy looking to seal this one up. Beering is serving. 25-24 is the score. Rustad with a set. Eilertson with a set. Now Rustad pushes it through a block. In the back is Gray. Kunzi-Hoag. Now Kunzi-Hoag gets blocked up front. Beering gets underneath it in the back row. A little miscommunication. And now it's free ball to cross. Into the back row is Anna Steer. Eilertson. Now Iverson. Hard set to the far back corner. Kunzi-Hoag. Gray. Now Kaya Kunzi-Hoag. To the back row where Steer is standing. Eilertson now to that far side front row. Rustad puts it down for the kill in the back. Faith Rustad, 3 kills according to my unofficial statistics today. 7 assists today for Alex Eilertson as we go to 25 around in set number 1. Faith Rustad will step back to serve now. Spirit Fingers to guide it. Here we go. Kamek in that back corner. Kunzi-Hoag, then Kunzi-Hoag. Blocked, and it goes off that block towards the media tables. Trying to save it was Eilertson, sacrificing it all. Doesn't quite get to it, so the Panthers will come up with the point. Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. Maddie Black steps on to serve. This one comes to Anna Steer. Now Fleming will go on the attack. This one saved by Black on that far side. Gray sends it across on kind of a free ball hit. Eilertson, now Izzy Steer tips it over. Black gets underneath it. Kunzi-Hogue over to Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. This one over the top of the block. Gets to Eilertson, Steer, and now Rustad jumps up, going after it. Gray in the back row on the reception. Kaya Kunzi-Hogue, this one blocked, stays on the Nugget side of things. Eilertson on the second touch. Rustad puts it up into the net. Blocked on the other side by Mulvihill, so the Nuggets get another chance. Iverson puts it across, and it's on the line, they say. Iverson with the kill. Assist by Anna Steer. 26 around. As I say that, the down official and the line judge on the far side, they come together, visit briefly, nod, both, do the nod. And now we move on. 26-26, Reap on the serve, left to right on the dial. Kamak in the back row. Kunzi-Hogue to Kunzi-Hogue. This one finds the back corner on the near side. The Panthers keep putting them down in the back row, and that's 7 kills for Kaya Kunzi-Hogue, 9 assists for Elsa Kunzi-Hogue. 27-26, set point. Kaya Kunzi-Hogue on this near side serve. Rustad to Iverson, and then Fleming has to go on a flat foot attack. It was a little bit awkward for them as Gray goes on the attack, tips it over. This one's out of bounds. Good read by the Nuggets. We're wrapped up at 27. Irie Insurance substitution here as we see the rotation of Iverson off the floor and Fletcher on. Fletcher will step back to serve. Spirit fingers Kaya Kunzi-Hogue underneath it. Elsa Kunzi-Hogue now Mulvihill puts it into the net instead of into the block. And so now the Hawley Nuggets have that 1-point lead, and we're back to set point in set number 1. Ashley Fletcher sets up, and away we go. Light serve to the front row. This one going to be free ball to cross back by Gray. Steer, Eilertson, and Eilertson goes on that sneaky touch 2 kill. And that is how set number 1 closes out. Hawley Nuggets 29, Mounds Park Panthers 27. If that tells you anything, folks, it tells you to invite your friends to come watch this game because we've got, or listen at least to this game, as we have got some great volleyball action for 3rd and 4th place in Class AA on KRJM 101.5 FM.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email jennifer@hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
At Rural Ag Services, LLC, crop insurance is our business. They provide crop insurance including multi-peril and hail insurance to customers in Cass, Richland, and Steele counties of North Dakota, and Clay, Norman, Becker, and Otter Tail counties in Minnesota. Give Rural Ag Services a call at 701-799-4192. Rural Ag Services, LLC wants to wish the Nugget volleyball team much success at the state tournament. Good luck, Nuggets!
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Well, we've only played one set here on KRJM 101.5 FM, along with audio streaming to rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and glad to have you along for this, as that first set went 29-27. Last update I got here was that it was for your in-between game update from Lindfors Insurance Agency of Mahnomen. It was 3-3 for the Minnesota-Iowa college football game that we interrupted here with this high school volleyball match. Lindfors Insurance, they're in Ada, Mahnomen, Foston, Bagley, and Clearbrook, and they're hiring for office staff in your area. Call them up, 218-435-6585 for more information. A little in-between set information there for you, brought to you by Lindfors Insurance. Well, set number 2 about to be underway here. The Panthers will serve first from right to left on the dial. This is Elsa Kunzi-Hogue on the serve. In the back corner is Fleming. Nice job by Fletcher getting underneath it. Fleming went on the attack. Kunzi-Hogue to Kunzi-Hogue, back to Kaya Kunzi-Hogue, and then this one stretching out for it is Ashley Fletcher, and the first kill and points of the game will go to Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. She's got 8 kills on the day. 10 assists for Elsa Kunzi-Hogue. Speaking of her, she will serve once more from that far corner, away from me. Fleming to Eilertson. Fletcher has to run after it, saves it in on the free ball. Panthers working it around. Sherwood goes on the attack. That finds the back line. As I say that, it finds the back line, but somebody was up in the net. I believe it was Fleming. So wipe away the kill. The error on the Nuggets gives a point. 2-0 serve. Fleming underneath it. Eilertson going to bump pass over to Fleming on that far side. She sends it across. Kaya Kunzi-Hogue to Elsa Kunzi-Hogue. Now Sherwood goes on the attack. That one's going to be too far. And the Nuggets will get on the board now in set number 2. Grace Fleming will be the one to serve now for the Hawley Nuggets. This one on its way to this near side of the center. Kunzi-Hogue, Sherwood puts it in the net. And that puts us at 2 apiece in set 2. Nuggets win that first one. Fans trying to get into the head of the Panthers. Fleming on the serve to that far corner where Gray is. Kunzi-Hogue goes on 2. Not expecting that. The Nuggets weren't. And now it'll be 3 with a kill there for Elsa Kunzi-Hogue. 3-2 serve from Gray on that far side. Fletcher underneath it. Eilertson now Rustad up in front on that far side. Getting underneath it was Gray. Kunzi-Hogue, now Kai Kunzi-Hogue on the attack. In the back row is Fleming. Eilertson up front. Now Steer on this near side. Kunzi-Hogue, Kamak, kind of out of control, but they get it back in on a free ball. Eilertson gonna jump up and put it down! On the second touch, Fleming to Alex Eilertson. 3-3. That was pretty cool. Junior Anna Steer on the serve. Gray, and then miscommunication will turn into an ace. Anna Steer with 3 aces. Puts them up 4-3. First lead of this set. Good serve on its way across. A line drive. Kunzi-Hogue to Kunzi-Hogue. Back to Kunzi-Hogue over the top of the block. Good job by Steer in the back row. Eilertson now Rustad trying to put it in the back corner. Off of the fist of Gray and out of bounds. Kill for Faith Rustad. I didn't know Ric Flair showed up today. as the Spirit Fingers come out. Steer sends it to the back corner where Gray is. Coonsey Hogue to Coonsey Hogue. This one to that far side and down inside the line. Nice kill there for Kaya Coonsey Hogue. Beering will be the one to serve now for the Panthers. From right to left, Fleming to Eilertson. Now on that far side, Rustad puts it through the block. Beering gets underneath it. Coonsey Hogue, and then Coonsey Hogue gets blocked. She touched it, and that's a good block for Eilertson and Izzy Steer. That'll put Hawley Nuggets up 6-4 over Mounds Park Academy. As Eilertson steps back to serve, this one barely over the net. Coonsey Hogue to Elsa Coonsey Hogue, back to Kaya Coonsey Hogue. Block, and then it ends up being a carry on the Nuggets as they tried to recover on that. So they send the ball right back with a 1-point lead. Your Gophers Iowa update. We're tied at 10 with 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Gophers and Iowa are tied up at 10. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Thanks to Kevin Kochman for getting us those updates so we can get them to you here on KRJM. Nuggets work the ball around as it goes over to the Panthers. Kamek, and now third hit over by Coonsey Hogue. Little miscommunication by the Nuggets, so they'll send it back over on a free ball. Working the ball around the Panthers. Gets blocked, and then the block was hit the antenna, so that gives the point to Mounds Park. Okay, now I've got it all figured out. 6 around is the score. Black on the serve. Steer, Eilertson, and then this one a little too far over and ends up being 4 hits on the Nuggets. Thought it was blocked, but it ended up being another touch. Well, now we're going to have an Irie Insurance substitution here. Iverson steps off, and Leah Tibbetts steps on. Black puts this serve into the net, so it'll make it 7 around. Leah Tibbetts is a 6-foot sophomore. She plays right hitter, middle hitter. Saw her on the junior varsity, and then late in the season she was brought up onto the varsity squad for the Hawley Nuggets. Served by Rustad, received by Gray. Coonsey Hogue, then attacked by Coonsey Hogue. Goes into the block, but passed. Steer in the back, Eilertson, and then Izzy Steer. This one back and forth, as this one's hit hard by Kaya Coonsey Hogue for the kill. Just a back and forth battle we've seen up front at the net for both of these teams. That was just out of the reach of Eilertson. So Coonsey Hogue will be on the serve, received by Fleming. She'll go on the attack as well on the setup from Eilertson. Kamak, Coonsey Hogue, now Coonsey Hogue to the back row. Eilertson is there for a setup. Rustad on a setup, and then she gets called for a double touch trying to go on the set. Class 2A championship just getting underway to my left on the other side of the curtain between Sauk Center and Jackson County Central. Back to this game where the Nuggets are working it around. High flyer, now it'll be set over by Steer. Coonsey Hogue to Kamak. Now Kaya Coonsey Hogue gets it past the block Izzy Steer was trying to set up and down for the kill. Timeout going to be taken here by Coach Kathleen Rustad as the Mounds Park Academy Panthers lead 10-7 over the Hawley Nuggets on the Community Co-op scoreboard in set number 2. Set 1 did belong to the Nuggets. We'll be back with more set 2 action on KRJM.
Steer Builders of Hawley is a residential construction company specializing in framing and new single-family homes. Jared and the team at Steer Builders will work with you on the home you're building or post-frame buildings like shops, barns, garages, and more. Steer Builders is also hiring framers. Must be 18 and experience is not required but a plus. Contact Steer Builders at 701-261-7798 for any questions regarding hiring, homes, or new post-frame buildings. Steer Builders of Hawley, 701-261-7798.
Welcome back on 101.5 KRJM. I'm Leif Bakken with the play-by-play action of this third place matchup for Class AA State Volleyball Tournament. from the Minnesota State High School League in St. Paul at XL Energy Center. I'm got the Nuggets and the Panthers of Mounds Park Academy. Tibbetts goes on the attack here, and nice job pushing that one through for the sophomore. Here's Gray on the other side for the Panthers. Steer in the back row. Eilertson, now Fleming on the attack. She gets blocked. Tibbetts underneath to help out on this near side. Rustad, now Fleming, trying to find somebody in the back. It goes to Kunze Hogue. Kunze Hogue, now Mulvihill. Nice job by Steer. Eilertson gets down on her knees and gets it to Fleming. Kamak in this near corner. Mulvihill set up again. This time, we're going to have play stopped as Steer almost had the stop, but one of the Nuggets ended up in the net. 11 for the Panthers as they continue to serve. In that far corner is Fleming. Eilertson over to Fleming on that far side. She tries to go across. Gray gets a little piece of it, and it goes into the media tables. Grace Fleming with a kill. 9 assists today for Alex Eilertson. 8-11, Reap will serve with the Nuggets down. Gray, Kunze, Hogue, and then Kamak will send it over on a free pass. Reap, and then Steer on the tip across. Ball worked around by the Panthers, now sent back. In the back row is Reap. Eilertson setting it over to Fleming on the far side. Kamak on this near corner. Kunze Hogue to Kunze Hogue, and that one too far. Good read by the Nuggets. Kaya Kunze Hogue trying to make that attack from the back row. And that's kind of a tough spot. You don't know for sure how much you really need to put on that to get it through a block and so on. Reap sends this one too far on the serve. Good read. There were 4 Panthers in the back row. Black was standing on the line, so she's the one that makes that call out to make sure what's going on. Kamak will be the one, who serves, and she nicks the net, pushes it over, and gets the ace. So it's a 13-9 lead now for the Panthers. This one barely over the net as well. Rustad hard hit back. She gets underneath it. It's just blocked back at the net. Oh. Number 8 in the net? No, back row attack. Fleming gets underneath this serve as we continue on. I'm not going to dwell on it at all. Panthers working around. This one to the middle from the Panthers. Eilertson underneath it. Reap with a bump for the set. Fleming sends it to Kamak on this near side. Kunze Hogue, now Gray on the attack. This one touched by Eilertson. Reap gets underneath it. Steer on the set. Over. Black. Kunze Hogue. Now Gray going on the attack again. Pushes it through the block. Eilertson, Tibbetts, and the Fleming save it over. Kamak. Kunze Hogue, now Kunze Hogue in the back row. Reap in the back row. Eilertson and then Rustad sending it, and it was out of bounds on the wrong side of the antenna as she falls backwards. That's unfortunate there for Faith Rustad, trying her hardest to keep that one going. 15-9 lead now for the Panthers. Kamak on the serve. Rustad, Eilertson with a bump up front. Now Steer puts it over the top of the block. Black was already saying that she wished she had had it before the ball had even hit the floor. So Anna Steer comes up with the kill. Fletcher steps on as Tibbetts steps off. Gray, Kunze Hogue to Gray. Rustad gets underneath it in the back row. Second touch to the way back by Fleming on a bump pass. Kunze Hogue on a light touch over. Eilertson underneath it. Fletcher, and now Fleming in the back row. Kunze Hogue. Over to Elsa Kunze Hogue. Now Kaya Kunze Hogue goes on the attack. Reap is there in the back row. Eilertson setting it up on the far side for Fleming. Kamak gets underneath it in the middle of the back row. On the set over. Rustad. Eilertson trying to tip it over. Gets tipped back by Mulvihill. And then Fleming trying to get underneath it. They call her for 2 touches. So unfortunate there, and that's hard for Fleming. That's not usually a play she has to make, is trying to set that up. Elsa Kunze Hogue on the serve with the ace. Fleming got underneath it, but it didn't bounce off of her arms. Timeout going to be taken here by Coach Kathleen Rustad will take a timeout as well. Community Co-op scoreboard reads 17 for Mounds Park Academy, 10 for the Hawley Nuggets in set number 2 on 101.5 KRJM.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Here's a little legal ID check for you because you're listening to Hawley Nugget Volleyball on KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, 101.5 FM. I'm Leaf Bakken with your play-by-play action. Glad to have it for you. We'll keep you updated on the Minnesota-Iowa game that we interrupted. As Mounds Park Academy leads 17-10 over the Nuggets in set number 2. Coonsey Hogue on the serve. Fleming in that far back corner. Set up by Eilertson. Back to Fleming into this near corner where Kamak is at. Coonsey Hogue, now Kaya Coonsey Hogue. Pushes it through the block into the middle of the floor for the kill. Nice job. Kaya Coonsey Hogue has 12 kills on the day. Elsa Coonsey Hogue serves it to that back corner for Fleming. Eilertson, and now Steer pushes into a block, and then Fleming tries to get it as it's a big block there for Gray and Beering. Second block for Beering today. Marin Gray getting her first, and the points, making it 19-10. This one to the side. Eilertson going to set it over the net. And they call her for 2 hits again. 20-10 now. So this one barely over the net. Rustad got underneath it. Gray tipped it back over. Now the Nuggets get to work with it, trying to tip it over as Steer. Coonsey Hogue is there. Kamak, and now Kaya Coonsey Hogue sending it to the back corner. Reap gets underneath it. Fletcher was there, and then Eilertson, I think, called her off, and then it was just too late. $21-10 is the score. Fleming gets a piece of this one, goes off her arm awkwardly, and that'll be an ace. 3 aces today for Elsa Coonsey Hogue. This one received on the far side from Steer, Eilertson, and then communication mishap between Rustad and Fleming. So another point for Mounds Park. $23-10, Panthers lead the Nuggets in set number 2. The Nuggets took set number 1, though, in an extended set. Steer tips it over. Coonsey Hogue gets underneath it. Kamak now over to Sherwood on that far side. It hit the antenna, which means out of bounds. So a point for the Hawley Nuggets. That stops the bleeding here. And the Nuggets will try to get after it, down 11-23. That one lands on the line for Grace Fleming on the far side. And will be an ace for Grace Fleming. That's a Mustang Seeds ace, planting your future for corn and soybean seed. Contact Jay Merkin, 218-415-0987. This one, a lighter one on this near side. Coonsey Hogue, and then Gray set by Fleming. Eilertson, a nice hit by Steer, but it was recovered. Block up front. Now a light set over by Coonsey Hogue. This one really close to the net. Tipped over. Off of 2 now, back over to the Nuggets. Reap, Eilertson, and then this one too far. It was crowd wanting a tip call. But it was too far out of bounds on the attack. So it's a set point coming up, 24-12. Panthers over the Nuggets right now. Fleming receives. Steer gets after it. Kamek, Kunzi Hogue to Kaya Kunzi Hogue. Partially blocked, but ends up on the Nuggets side. Fletcher, Eilertson, and now Rustad sending it to the back. Too far. And set number 2 will go the way of Mounds Park Academy, 25 to the Hawley Nuggets 12. And we'll be coming back on KRJM 101.5 FM out of Monoman, Minnesota, along with audio streaming to rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. More volleyball action coming your way. We're wrapped up at a set apiece.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Valley Premier Bank is a proud sponsor of Hawley Nuggets athletics. With tradition, community, and experience since 1892, Valley Premier Bank has been helping the people of Hawley and the surrounding communities. Their personal service and dedication create solutions that will drive results you want and expect. Valley Premier Bank is located at 416 6th Street and reachable at 218-483-3361. An FDIC member and equal housing lender, you can rely on Valley Premier Bank.
Continuing here, we've got set number 3 coming your way on KRJM 101.5 FM. Want to mention again, and a big thanks to all our sponsors and Steve Dalen, Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, one of our sponsors. Looking to buy or sell farmland? Call Steve Dalen, 701-893-8517. Maybe you're wanting to start how do you get started on the process of selling your farmland? Give Steve Dalen a call, Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, 701-893-8517. About to start set 3. Before we do, it's 13-10 Gophers leading at halftime. For that, thanks Kevin Kochman. For the update, we're resuming play here at XL Energy as Grace Fleming serves to the far corner. Kamek, Kunzi Hogue, Fleming gets the dig. Eilertson gets up to Rustad, and a big block for Beering and Elsa Kunzi Hogue. That's 3 blocks for Navarine Beering, a freshman for this Panther team. Good job by Fletcher getting underneath the ball. It was passed right back, but then the Nuggets go back off of the block. Light set by Steer. Ball worked around. Here's a light set back. Set, and then a hit by Rustad. This one off of the block and out of bounds, so that'll be a kill for Faith Rustad. Good job by Steer and Eilertson on the sets up there. And Steer steps back, and she will serve from left to right. Kamak in the back row. Kunzi Hogue, now Kai Kunzi Hogue, light set over. Fletcher, Eilertson, and then Fletcher on the attack. This one in the back row. That is Kunzi Hogue. She'll bump it for a free ball across. Fleming, Eilertson, now Rustad, tip over. Kunzi Hogue. Kamak, now Kaya Kunzi Hogue on the attack from the back row. This one punched by Steer, goes towards the curtain. Fleming gets to it. Now Eilertson will free ball it back over. Good recovery. Kunzi Hogue. Now Sherwood. Across the way to this near sideline where Fletcher is. Tipped over by Izzy Steer, set up by Eilertson. Izzy Steer, her first kill on the day according to my statistics. The 11th assist for Alex Eilertson, the senior. Senior freshman working together. Gotta love it. Anna Steer on the serve. Gray. The miscommunication by the Panthers. Is it going to go over? It will be free balled over. Fletcher, Eilertson sends it over on 2. Kunzi-Hogue, Kamak, now Kaya Kunzi-Hogue on the attack. Blocked by Steer, but it ends up on the Nugget side. She gets to it, and then two hits is going to be called on the set. Two. Gray on the serve. Rustad, Eilertson, then Rustad. That one, that line judge says tipped. It was out of bounds, but last touched by a Panther. And the Nuggets get that point. 3-2 in set number 3. Alex Eilertson on the serve on this near side corner from left to right. Kunzi-Hogue, back to Kunzi-Hogue. Steer gets underneath it. Rustad, and then Izzy Steer sends it to the back row on a free ball. Gray, then tipped over by Kunzi-Hogue. Fleming gets underneath it. Good recovery by the Panthers. Now they have to send it over on a free ball in the back row. That's Steer. Eilertson, now Tibbetts, puts it into a block, and then it's recovered. Now it's going to be tipped over by Beering for the kill. As I say that, Beering had her hand on the net, on the top of the net. Well, that puts Hawley up 4-2, excuse me. Coach Jeff Kunzi-Hogue was asking on that one, having his players to ask. Beering tips this one over to the Nuggets to work with. Here's Izzy Steer sending it to the back corner where Kamak is. A bump and then trying to push it over, and it hit the antenna, according to this line judge. Now, Kaya Kunzi-Hogue wanting to ask about that. The official said the line judge says that hit the antenna. Now the ball was going across the way. So, out of bounds, turns it into a Hawley Nugget point, 5-2. So a couple of mistakes might have the Panthers a little bit uneasy. Eilertson still serving. This one comes to Kaya Kunzi-Hogue. Elsa Kunzi-Hogue sets it up for her sister, and just out of the reach of Steer to put it down for the kill. So that'll give Mounds Park Academy 3 on the board in set number 3. Hawley 5. The freshman Beering to serve. This one received by Rustad in the back. Eilertson, and then Steer. It falls out of bounds off the block. Good read by the Nuggets. Faith Rustad, the senior, stepping back to serve. With a 3-point lead. She'll serve from the back center, left to right. Kunzi-Hogue, back to Kunzi-Hogue. This one tipped over into the block. They had a partial block, Tibbetts and Steer did, but then it fell down in front of them.
Here we go, Nuggets!
So the scoreboard for Community Co-op, brought to you by Community Co-op, reads 6-4 in favor of the Nuggets. Black steps on to serve for the Panthers. Rustad, Eilertson, then Fleming on the attack. Kunzi-Hogue, and now that is Mulvihill, sent over by Izzy Steer after the setup from Eilertson. Here's Kaya Kunzi-Hogue pushing it through the block from Tibbetts and Steer, and it falls down to the floor for another kill. As Mounds Park Academy is trying to gain some steam after a couple of mistakes, they're down by 1 point. We're tied up at 1 set apiece. Black serve to the back off of Rustad's arms, funny. And it'll be an ace for Madeline Black. That's her second on the day. We're wrapped up at 6 on KRJM, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Glad you're along for the ride in this 3rd and 4th place game at the state tournament for Class AA. Rustad receives the serve. Eilertson, then Fleming. In the back corner is Gray. Kunzi-Hogue, and then Kaya Kunzi-Hogue puts it through the block. Steer, Eilertson, now Fleming goes on the attack. This one goes through the block where Gray gets it in the back row. On the second touch, Kunzi-Hogue sends it over. Fleming, Eilertson, now Tibbetts will go on the attack. This one too far. And just like that, back to a 1-point lead for the Panthers. Black still serving. She does the serve all the way in the back. Rustad, Eilertson, and Fleming. Now Kamek, and now Mulvihill goes on the attack, goes through the block. Fleming, Eilertson, now Izzy Steer, tipped over. Tipped back over. Setting it up for the Nuggets. Pushed through as Fleming. Kunzihog, she'll send it to the middle where Eilertson is. Rustad, and this one's going to be close. Tibbetts punches it over. Gray. Mulvihill goes on the attack, and this one is just out of the reach of Steer for the kill. Nice job for Zoe Mulvihill. As I mark that down for the kill, 16 assists for Elsa Kunzihog, and we have a timeout by Coach Rustad. 8 for the Mounds Park Academy Panthers, 6 for the Hawley Nuggets on KRJM 101.5 FM.
The Hawley JCs is all about giving back to their community. They are a part of many community events such as the Night to Unite, the Fall Stag, the Hawley Rodeo, the Holes for Heroes Ice Fishing Tournament, and the Sandboxville. Since 2016, the Hawley JCs has given nearly $60,000 in donations. To keep the support going, they need new members. Join the team and have fun at the Hawley JCs. Find them on Facebook.
A country.
Thanks for being here on KRJM. I'm Leaf Bakken. Glad to have the play-by-play action for you on KRJM 101.5 FM. Hawley Nuggets trail Mounds Park Panthers 8-6 in set 3. We are tied up at 1 set apiece. Black serves. This one going to be too far and too far to the side. So a free one for the Nuggets, and that brings it within 1. As they're going to try to take advantage of this. Reap comes in to serve. Kunzihog to Kunzihog. Kaya Kunzihog goes on the attack. Blocked up front, so the Panthers will try again. This one over the top of the block. Reap in the back row. Eilertson sets it across the way for Fleming. Black gets underneath it. Kunzihog, Kaya Kunzihog goes on the attack. Now in the far back corner is Rustad. Eilertson setting it up for Tibbetts. She sends it to Kamek in the back row. Crowd goes wild for Tibbetts. Kaya Kunzihog sends it to that far sideline for the kill. 15 kills according to my statistics here I'm keeping. 17 assists for Elsa Kunzihog. It'll be Kaya Kunzihog to serve from this near side corner from right to left on the dial. 9-7 is the score on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Rustad receives it. Steer gets blocked up front on Eilertson's setup. Tibbetts gets back underneath it. And then tipped over by Fleming, and not enough. Good job. That'll be a kill for Grace Fleming, her 4th on the day. And Faith Rustad will come up with the assist. And that'll make it 9-8 as Fletcher comes on for Leah Tibbetts. And steps back to serve here in set 3. This one, a lighter serve, ends up at the attack line where Gray gets to it. 2-touch over, and then Nuggets send it right back over. And now Mulvihill set up right at the net and out of the reach of Reap for the kill. The Panthers have a nice setup there. If they can get Elsa Kunzihog to set up Mulvihill right there at the net, it works out nice. Kamak goes on the serve. Fleming to Eilertson, and then nobody's in the front row as it's tipped back down for a block by Beering and Gray. Panthers lead 11-8 now in set number 3. Kamak on the serve. Fleming, Eilertson, now Steer going on the attack, puts it down for the kill. Anna Steer, the junior, getting a nice setup from the senior, Alex Eilertson. 12 assists on the day for Eilertson. Only 3 kills for Steer. We've seen her lead in kills the last few days. 11-9. Nuggets down, but have the ball. Fleming on the serve. This one at the attack line, dug up, sent over on 2, but it's sent out of bounds by Elsa Kunzihog. Good read by the Nuggets. Next serve found by Gray. It's dug back over, tipped over by the Nuggets. So now here's 3 hits. Kaya Kunzihog on the attack. Fletcher, Eilertson, and then a late set by Steer. Kunzihog, Kamak, and now Kaya Kunzihog going on the attack. This one pushed through the block. Fletcher, Eilertson, and now Rustad. into the back row where Kunzihog is. Elsa Kunzihog, now Gray on the attack. Blocked up front, but the Panthers recover, and they'll go after it on 3. Kaya Kunzihog sends it to Fletcher on this near side corner. Eilertson, now Rustad, sending it too far, just a little too hard. And Mounds Park Academy 12, Hawley 10 in set 3. Elsa Kunzihog will now step back and serve. She's a sophomore for this Panther team. Light serve into the net. 3 point to the Hawley Nuggets. So, trying to keep things within 1. Ball worked around by the Panthers. Sherwood had an awkward hit on that one. Eilertson tries to go off 2, and she will come up with the kill. She jumped up there and hit it. I must have had my scoreboard off because now it's 11-12. That's what it says up on the big screen. Good job by Anna Steer on the serve to the back row. Back row attack coming from Kaya Kunzihog. This one goes off of Steer's hands funny and ends up out of bounds, and a point for Mounds Park. Gray on the serve. Fletcher is on that far side. Now Steer, Fleming from the back row on the attack. Kamek gets underneath it. Kunzihog to Kaya Kunzihog, and to the back row and down. 17 kills today for Kaya Kunzihog. 14 for the Panthers, 12 for the Nuggets. In set 3, we each have 1 set win under their belt. Ball worked around by the Nuggets. Hard attack and kill to the back corner for Faith Rustad. Now we'll have a Irene Insurance substitution. Leah Tibbetts stepping on for Fletcher. This one right up near the net. Beering hits it too far, out of bounds. Also on the floor, I missed this, is Marissa Alles, a 5'7" junior. She was found in the net, so I hate to bring up her name when she caused a problem there. 12-15, I believe, should be the score. Nuggets working around. Rustad goes on the attack. That one tipped. And a kill for Faith Rustad. Scoreboard reads 14-15 here as I'm trying to figure out where I went off, but Rustad will be on the serve in the far corner. Kamek, and then Mulvihill pushes it into the block. Eilertson gets a piece of it. Steer, and then it's off of Kunzihog and out of bounds. So it'll be 15-15. Faith Rustad on the serve. Into the back where Kamek is. Little miscommunication. Kunzihog, now Kunzihog. That's Kai. Kunzihog pushes it off the block and to the back corner. So it doesn't matter there. Mounds Park Academy comes up with the point. 20 assists for Elsa Kunzihog. Kaya Kunzihog with 18 kills. Madeline Black serving. Anna Steer to Eilertson on a bump pass. Fleming on a light hit over. Kunzihog back to Kaya. This one to Eilertson, and she can't handle that one. Goes off her arms, out of bounds. Another kill for her. Black will step back and serve with the 2-point lead. Fleming to Eilertson. Now Tibbetts will go on the attack. Puts it down for the kill. Leah Tibbetts, the sophomore, goes in the books. Crowd goes wild. Nice setup there for the 14th assist for the senior Alex Eilertson. 16-17, Allie Reap on the serve. Too much mustard. Kind of like the brat I had earlier today. I had just enough mustard on that, by the way. Pretty dang good. 18-16 serve from Kaya Kunzihog. Rustad, Eilertson now tipped over by Steer, finding the edge. Great job there for Anna Steer, the junior. I've talked about it a ton of times. Just the smarts that she has to read the floor and find a place to put that ball. Ashley Fletcher comes on for Tibbetts. She serves. Gray up to Kunzihog. Now Mulvihill puts it into a block. Fletcher gets underneath it. Eilertson over to Fleming. This one comes across to Gray. Set by her. Kunzihog now attacked by Kaya Kunzihog. Too much gas on that as well. We're wrapped up at 18. Coach Jeff Kunzihog clapping, telling his team to stick with it as Kamek comes up with the reception. This one off the net, trying to keep it alive. Nuggets will, and then 2 hits going to be called on the Nuggets. So it'll be a point over to Mounds Park Academy. Kamek will step back and serve. This one, Reap gets in the back row, kind of awkwardly, but able to be handled. Fleming sends it across. Kamek on this near corner. Kunzihog, now Gray on the attack. She jumps up. Rustad, Eilertson, and then Steer. Nice job by Kunzihog in the back, trying to get it to work out, but it doesn't work out as it was just too much off of her arm and too close to the net for Elsa to handle. Fleming on the serve. It goes to the back row. Kunzihog, and now Gray on the attack. Out of the reach of Reap, and a back row hit and kill. Marin Gray, her first kill on the day, according to my statistics. She's had a couple of blocks for some points. Mounds Park Academy 20-19 for the Hawley Golden Nuggets in set number 3 on KRJM. Fleming underneath that. Eilertson gets to it, and then they call Eilertson in the net. (21-19). Kunzihog on the serve. That's Elsa Kunzihog. Eilertson sends it over. Steer jumps up as it was bounced back, and that'll be a big kill for Anna Steer. Trying to keep it alive. 20-21. This one over the top by Anna Steer, not by much. And as Beering was going on the attack and it went off of Steer's arms in the back, it turns out that one of the Panthers was in the net. So lucky break there. So now there's a little confusion on the rotation as Marissa Alles is supposed to be coming in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So Izzy Steer is set to go off. Reap stepped off. Now Reap is back on. There's too many players on the floor. So Reap is able to go on and off as she pleases, as the libero in the back row. Alles and Steer. Okay, so if I remember correctly, Reap came on for Anna Steer. Izzy Steer. And so then when she goes off, Steer comes on, and then Alles steps on for her. Okay. So Reap came on for All S earlier, and so Steer was coming back on. And because of that, confusion and mess up in the rotation, Mounds Park Academy gets a free point. So it's a 22. I have 22-21. And the scoreboard here says 22-20. Panthers are working it around. Koonshoog goes on the attack. Nice job by Fleming on the dig. Eilertson, now Rustad, puts it off the tip. This one's in the corner. Gray, now Koonshoog. Koonshoog on a bump over. Eilertson setting it up for Steer. They'll bump it across on a free pass. Gray is there. Koonshoog pushing it through the block. And a Steer in the back row. Eilertson. And now Rustad pushing it to the back corner. Gray is there once again. Koonshoog on a pass. This one blocked, and then Kamak gets it across. Eilertson trying to go off on off timing. Koonshoog pushes it through the block again. Fleming is in the back row. This one set up for Izzy Steer. She's blocked. Fletcher gets it up, and then it doesn't get recovered by the Nuggets. I think there was a screw up in the scoring earlier. I'm just going to say this out loud right now. There was a screw up in the score earlier. So it should have been 21. They keep it at 20, so it's 23-20 now. On the Community Co-op scoreboard, a timeout is called. I'm going to take that timeout as well on KRJM 101.5 FM. We are in set number 3, and the Panthers lead the Nuggets in this set.
Of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. A Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, A Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Community Co-op scoreboard reads 23-20. Mounds Park Academy over the Hawley Nuggets in set number 3. We are tied up at 1 set apiece. A crucial set 3. Kind of gives you that momentum to work with in set 4. Marin Gray is set to serve from right to left on the in this one. And I believe trying to look over, I believe the scoring table and the down official are talking right now as the Hawley Nugget fans are going wild. Trying to pump up the energy here to get things going. The Nuggets seem like, I don't know, they're a little calm. Not a lot of energy. Well, for either team. Just, we're waiting. The other side of the rink comes alive a little bit. I'm Leaf Bach and glad to have the play-by-play action here for you on KRJM 101.5 and streaming on rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. Now we're underway. Gray serving. Fletcher gets it in the back corner. Eilertson and now Rustad hits it to the far back corner. Koonshoog, Kamak, and now Kaya Koonshoog on the attack. Fleming, and now set up for Izzy Steer. Kamak has to dig it up. On the number 2 hit, and then a number 2 hit right into the chest from Eilertson on the kill. Koonshoog hit that one right off of her body. Grace Fleming with an assist on that one. And so now in control of the ball, but down by 2, 21-23. Eilertson will serve. Kaya Koonshoog over to Elsa Koonshoog. Here goes Kaya on the attack, and Fleming swings but misses. Set point coming up as that one goes to the back line. The freshman, Navreen Beering, serving for Mounds Park Academy. This one will go into the net. In the game of volleyball, momentum is such a big thing. And if you can get it to swing your way for a little bit longer, you keep things alive. We had an extended first set, but the second set was all Mounds Park. Good serve. Now Kaya Kunzihog pushes it over. Fleming, then Steer, and she doesn't get the angle she wants. And so that is how things end with 4 hits, 4 touches by the Nuggets in set 3, 25-22. We're going into the 4th set, and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers have the 2-1 set lead on KRJM 101.5 FM, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. We'll be right back.
Greater Hawley Homes is ready to help you find your dream home. With over 40 years of experience, their realtors work hard to ensure your new home is the perfect match, whether it be in the city, country, or on the lake. Looking to put your home on the market? Greater Hawley Homes has great rates and the availability to feature your home. Serving the Hawley, Barnesville, Dilworth, Audubon, Lake Park, and Detroit Lakes areas, Greater Hawley Homes realtors are ready to work with you. Call Greater Hawley Homes at 218-483-3120 or go online at greaterhawleyhomes.com.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
On KRJM 101.5 FM, I'm Leif Bakken with your play-by-play action for the Hawley Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers. As we go into set 4, Mounds Park Academy winning that one 25-22. And have that 2-1 set lead here, as want to thank all our sponsors for being part of our state coverage here from St. Paul at XL Energy Center. And one of those sponsors is Steve Dalen from Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty. When selling farmland, contact Steve Dalen, and he'll help you set things up on how you can get the most value for your farmland, how you can get the process started. Call him up, 701-893-8517, and you can find upcoming auctions online at pfeifers.com. Your Linfors Insurance in-between set report. Linfors Insurance in Monoman and Ada, along with Foston Bagley and Clearbrook. Over on the championship side, it is 19-15 Sox Center over Jackson County Central in the second set. The Jackson County Central Huskies have a 1-0 lead over there. So there's an update for you, brought to you by Linfors Insurance Agency of Monoman. Here on court number 2, we're about to start set 4 as the Nuggets are trying to get pumped up. Allie Reep steps on. Let's see here. Where are we? Elsa Kunzihog will serve from that far back corner, right to left on the dial. Fleming gets a set. Eilertson, and then Steer goes after it. Kamak gets underneath it. Kunzihog, and now Kaya Kunzihog from the back row. Fletcher gets it in the back row. Eilertson, now Rustad, trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Finds the back corner with Kaya Kunzihog, Elsa Kunzihog, and now Gray on the attack. Fleming, Eilertson, and now Steer on the tip over. Kamak gets a piece of it, and it goes out of the way. Nobody can get to it. Nuggets are going to start off with the 1-point lead. Grace Fleming will be the one to serve. She's a senior for this Hawley Nugget team. Sending it to the back row. This one close to the net. Can they recover? Beering sets it over. Fletcher, Eilertson, and now Rustad on the attack to the back row where Kunzihog gets to it. Kamak back to Kaya Kunzihog. This one, Fletcher, it's free-balled right back on that dig. Sherwood will go on the attack on that outside edge. Nice job by the Nuggets keeping it alive at the top of the net. Kunzihog on the attack. Fletcher reaches out with one arm, and it goes out of bounds. Kaya Kunzihog with 20 kills on the day and tying it up at 1. Marin Gray on the serve. Fleming gets to it in the back row. Eilertson has to run back there and pass it as well. Rustad passing it, or hitting it across, I should say. Kaya Kunzihog on the attack on this near side. Reap gets it in the near side back corner. Steer trying to tip it over to the far side and out of control by the Panthers. So point for the Hawley Nuggets. Two 2-1 in set number 4. Kamak sends it, gets it in the back row from Anna Steer. Kaya Kunzihog gets blocked, but the Panthers will recover and work with it again. This one tipped over the top. Eilertson with the tip. Now set. Fletcher, then Izzy Steer. This one sent over on touch 2. Rustad on the attack in the back corner. Kamak, Kunzihog, and then Steer in the back row. Rustad sending it to the back. That's out. And then nobody touched that, so out of bounds with too much put on it by Faith Rustad. Tied up at 2. Down official comes over, approaches the up official. They're having a word. Little nod of acknowledgement tells Beering to hold on a second. Wait for everyone to get back into position. Yellow card. Is on the Nuggets. I'm guessing because they were kind of out of... It looked like they were a little bit out of sync there when they were doing some rotating. 2 around is the score here at St. Paul. Beering screwed up on her serve, tried to gather herself up, and then stepped in bounds as she was trying to serve. So unfortunate screw up there for the freshman, but she started playing yesterday after one of their players got hurt. And so, still part of the team, trying her best out there. Eilertson serve, received in the back row. And Kunzihog was setting up Mulvihill, but Mulvihill was on the wrong side, and that one falls down to the floor. So now the Nuggets have a 2-point lead in set 4. Eilertson to the back row. Kunzihog is there. Elsa Kunzihog, now Kaya Kunzihog to the sideline. Nice job by Fleming on the dig. Rustad will have to free ball it across. This one very near the net. Kunzihog, back to Kaya Kunzihog. This one to the back row where Fleming is. Too close as Tibbetts got out of the way. Eilertson was trying to get to it, and that one falls out of bounds, and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers come up with the point. Irie Insurance substitution here as Madeline Black serves. In the back row is Fleming for it. Eilertson, and then Steer goes after it, but as she's trying to go after it, the official calls a double touch by Eilertson. 4-4, just like that. Mounds Park Academy back in. Black on the serve to the far back corner to Rustad. She'll get it set up to her again. Pushes through the block and down for the kill. Faith Rustad with 8 kills on the day. Alex Eilertson with 17 assists. Faith Rustad to serve from the middle back from left to right. In the back row, Gray. Kunzihog, now Kaya Kunzihog tips it over. Fleming gets underneath it. Eilertson, now Tibbetts is set up for the attack. Jumps up just a little bit. She's pretty tall, so she doesn't have to jump up if she doesn't want to. That one pushed over by Kaya Kunzihog for the kill as the block is set up just a little bit too far away by the freshman Izzy Steer and the sophomore Leah Tibbetts. 5-5 now in set 4. 2-1 in favor of the Panthers. Izzy Steer pushes one too high and hard, out of bounds, and Mounds Park with the 1-point lead, 6-5. Kaya Kunzihog on the serve. That one too hard. Good read. Steer wanted to go after it and set things up, but chose not to, and that was a good job as that turns to 6 around. Allie Reap, the sophomore, steps on. She's the libero. Her serve to the back where Kamek is. This one very close to the net. This one to the back corner. Oh, Rustad tried to save it. I think it might have been just out of reach and out of bounds, but she touched it. So that'll be 7 now for Mounds Park. Weird call at the net, or no call, I should say, at the net. I thought maybe it didn't. It was a good job by the Nuggets blocking it, and a good recovery by the Panthers. As Kamek sends this one, Tibbetts has to set it up. Now Ali Reap will set it across on the third touch. Beering on the attack. Reap in the back row. Eilertson, now Fleming trying to go on the attack. Nice dive underneath by Black. Rustad, Eilertson, and then it's Steer. Kunze Hogue, back to Kunze Hogue. Kaya goes on the attack. That one out of bounds. Line judge watching that one closely. Very close, but it ends up just outside the back line. Fletcher will step on for Tibbetts. And serve. This one at the attack line. Gray gets to it. Kunze Hogue, light one, over. Rustad gets underneath it. Eilertson goes after it. Kunze Hogue, now they're trying to recover. Can they? No! It'll be a kill for Alex Eilertson. Faith Rustad with an assist. And the 1-point lead for the Hawley Nuggets. Trying to keep things going in this 3rd and 4th place match. Fletcher sends it over. Gray, Kunze Hogue back to Marion Gray. This one in the back row to Reap. Eilertson in the middle of the front row. Fleming on the far side. Kamek on this near side. Kunze Hogue from the back row, and the kill for her. That's 22. Eight to 8 is the score in set number 4. Elsa Kunze Hogue on the serve. This one bumped back over, and the block not set up very well by Beering and Gray. So the Nuggets will get the point. 9 to 8. This one from Fleming sent to the back row. Kunze Hogue. Now Sherwood, who stepped. Oh, that's Gray. Excuse me. Sends it over. Here's the attack by Steer. Kamek. Kunze Hogue over to Fleming. Eilertson, now Rustad goes on the attack, sending it to this near corner. Kamek. Hard set over by Kunze Hogue from the back row. Fleming, now Eilertson on 2. Good job by Kunze Hogue on the dig. Kamek on the second touch, and the third one sent over. Nuggets try to keep it alive, and it'll be Marion Gray coming up with the kill. Kamek will get that assist. Oops. Mark that one there. Wrapped up at 9. Gray on the serve. Fleming to Eilertson. Rustad will come up with the kill as Kamek can't handle that. Well, the Nuggets just on the edge of going, keeping things going. Iowa 17, Gophers 13 in the 3rd quarter. Quite a bit of 3rd quarter remaining here. As the ball's worked around by the Nuggets, Izzy Steer goes on the attack, goes off of Kamek. Izzy Steer will come up with the kill. Now they get that 2-point lead, make it 11 to 9. Anna Steer getting instructions from coach where to put this serve. That one into the net, unfortunately. Coach said put it to that far side, and not quite enough power. This is freshman Beering on the serve. Fletcher with the set. Eilertson set, and Rustad hard attack. Kunze Hogue gets to it. Sherwood now. Elsa Kunze Hogue on the attack. Fleming now. Eilertson puts it over the top. And as I say that, she doesn't get credit for that because it was Kaya Kunze Hogue in the net. So that really stinks because that was pretty cool. At least we got to make the call on it. Pull it back. Alex Eilertson on the serve. This one coming to the back corner where Kunze Hogue is. Elsa Kunze Hogue to Kaya Kunze Hogue on the attack. Steer gets underneath that one. It's kind of out of control. Oh, too much, not enough communication because Tibbetts and Eilertson called each other off on it. As Fleming got to it in that back corner, but it was mishandled near the net. 12 for the Nuggets, 11 for the Panthers as Black serves. This one to the near back corner to Steer. Eilertson and now Rustad trying to put it down and mishandled in the back row by Gray. Kill. That's the word for Faith Rustad. 20 assists for Alex Eilertson today. 13-11 score in favor of the Nuggets in set number 4. Faith Rustad puts this one in the net. It's been a back and forth battle for these two teams. As Kunze Hogue was on the serve. Steer puts it over. Kind of weird for the Panthers. Eilertson, Steer, and now Fleming going on the attack. Little tip over. Gray gets to it. Going on 2, and Tibbetts can't quite get underneath it. And we're tied up at 13. Elsa Kunze Hogue gets the kill, her 4th on the day. 13-13, set number 4 on KRJM, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Kunze Hogue on the serve. Rustad, Eilertson, and now Fleming pushes it over the top of the block. Black gets underneath it. Good dig by her. This is a light one. Rustad, and now it's up at the net. Miscommunication by Gray and Mulvihill, and it goes over. I will credit a block there to Alex Eilertson, her 2nd today. The sophomore, Allie Reap, coming onto the floor and serving. Kamak in the center back. Kunze Hogue to Kaya Kunze Hogue. Reap gets underneath it. Eilertson trying to push it over with her hand, but it was a little close to the net. She was trying to send it over with her palm. I don't know if she was trying to stop it or send it over, I guess. Kamak on the serve, and she'll come up with the ace. That is her 2nd ace on the day, as Reap was just a little late to the party on getting underneath that. 15-14, Mounds Park Academy with the lead. This one's sent over where now Nuggets mishandle it, but they're able to make it work out. Eilertson gets underneath it as the Panthers tip it over. Reap and now Fleming. 1, 2, and 3, back and forth, sorry. As I'm losing track, the Panthers back and forth, we're going. This one tipped over by Kunze Hogue, and they come up with the points. Coach Jeff Kunze Hogue was losing his mind there for a bit, so that distracted me, and then there's back and forth action, so I apologize to get you all caught up. I would try to, but a lot going on, and we come to a timeout called by Coach Rustad. So 16 for Mounds Park Academy, 14 for the Hawley Nuggets in set 4 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email jennifer@hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
Welcome back on KRJM 101.5 FM. I'm Leif Bakken with the play-by-play action for you. Here from St. Paul, Minnesota at XL Energy Center, home of the Wild, but this week it's been the home of many volleyball teams. 3rd, 4th place game going on right now. In front of me, Mounds Park and Hawley Nuggets. Mounds Park leading as the Nuggets push it over the net here and into a mishandled block by the Panthers. Faith Rustad will come up with that kill. Down by 1 now, 16-15 in favor of the Panthers. In set 4, Panthers have the 2-1 set lead. Fletcher steps on to serve. This one to the near corner where Gray is. Kunze Hogue, back to Kunze Hogue. This one through the block and down. So Kaya Kunze Hogue with another kill. Sherwood will step on. Black steps off. Elsa Kunzihog on the serve. Back corner, Fleming. Eilertson, now Steer, light attack. Kunzihog, Kamek, and now Sherwood going on the attack to this near side back corner where Fletcher is. Eilertson and now Fleming. At the attack line is Gray. Set up back to Kunzihog from Kunzihog. Good job by Fletcher, Eilertson, and Steer. Working the ball around are the Panthers. Kunzihog, nice job by Reap getting underneath that in the back row. Eilertson, now Rustad, sending it to the back. Kunzihog, Kamek on the second touch. Kaya Kunzihog, Fletcher. Now Eilertson trying to tip it over. They have to send it back. Reap in the back corner. Eilertson, now Steer on the tip over and just out of the reach of Kamek. Good job there by Anna Steer. They're down by 1. 16-17 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Fleming's serve ends up just beyond the attack line. Kaya Kunzihog sending it over. 2 sets, and now a hit by Rustad, who puts it into the net. Good job by Fletcher getting underneath that, and a good recovery on the far side by Rustad. Unfortunate there on the attack, trying to be put on by Fleming. Gray is on the serve as that one lands on the edge for an ace. Marin Gray getting her first ace of the day. As Fleming was reading that and thought it would be out of bounds, but it lands right on the line. 19-16. This one handled by Fleming. Eilertson gets to it. And now Fletcher sending it over. Sherwood. Kunzihog, now to Kaya Kunzihog. Over the top of the block. Fleming dives. Reap gets to it. This one going to be very close to the net. Trying to tip it over is Rustad, and another point for Mounds Park Academy, 20-16. Gray sends it over on the serve. Rustad, Eilertson, and then Steer. Good job by Gray in the back. Beering on the attack. Set up, and now Steer on the tip over. Sherwood, Kamek, and then this one put into the net. As Kaya Kunzihog was a little bit flat-footed on the attack. Steer on the serve. Gray, and then it's kind of off to the side. This one very close to the net. Lands up on the Nugget side. Eilertson sends it over. Kunzihog is there. Kamek, now Kaya Kunzihog going on the attack. This one to the back corner. Nice job by Fleming getting underneath it. Miscommunication on touch 2. This one sent over by Steer. Kunzihog, back to Kunzihog. Got to go on this one. Rustad sends it to the back, out of the reach of Gray for the kill. Communication falling apart a little bit for the Nuggets. As who's supposed to be going on the second touch and whatnot, as Steer serves it up. Kaya Kunzihog will go on the attack. Fleming in the far back corner. Eilertson with the setup. Fletcher punches it over. Kamek in that back row. Now in the front. Kunzihog. Fleming. Now Eilertson on the 2-touch over. This one, Kaya Kunzihog to the back corner where Steer is. Eilertson to the far side front row. Fleming. Kunzihog got a piece of it. Kamek now free pass over from Kaya Kunzihog. Fletcher, Eilertson setting it up for Rustad. Hard hit into the face of Kamek, but they keep it alive. Free ball back across. This one almost not taken by the Nuggets. Izzy Steer goes on the attack and then blocked up front. Everybody behind me saying that was out. The official didn't have a look on it, and so the block will go to Kaya Kunzihog, her first of the day. Beering on the serve. Fletcher receives it in the back row. Eilertson now Rustad pushing it through the block. Gray gets it in the back row. Working around, Kunzihog gets blocked up front. This one going to go out of bounds over the top of the antenna. A good block up front, but I don't know if I can necessarily credit the block because it didn't score the points. 19, Hawley Nuggets, 21, Mounds Park Academy in set 4. Mounds Park has 2-1. Eilertson on the serve. Kamek gets the reception on the far corner. In the back row, Kunzihog, and then they call Kunzihog for 2 touches. Trying to set up the other Kunzi Hogue. Yellow card pulled out and put on the bench. One of the coaches, I think, of Mounds Park Academy. Yikes. 21-20 in favor of Mounds Park, but the ball served by Alex Eilertson of the Nuggets. Kunzi Hogue, tip over. Eilertson gets underneath it. Steer, and now Rustad, sending it across. Kaya Kunzi Hogue, Elsa Kunzi Hogue, back to Kaya Kunzi Hogue, through the block and down for the kill. 24 kills for Kaya Kunzi Hogue, 25 assists for Elsa Kunzi Hogue. Madeline Black will step on while Sherwood steps off, and Black will be the one to serve from right to left on the dial with a 22-20 lead on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Black sends it to the back where Fleming is. Eilertson on the setup. Rustad puts it down, and that one out of bounds. It is. 23-20, timeout taken by the Hawley Golden Nuggets. They're down 20-23 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. They're also down 2-1 in sets. We're in the fourth set on KRJM 101.5 FM.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
23-20, Mounds Park Academy over the Hawley Nuggets right now in set 4. Mounds Park Academy also has the 2-1 lead on the Nuggets. I'm Leaf Bakken. Thanks for listening to Gold 101.5 KRJM. Volleyball action. We'll get you an update on the Gophers Iowa score, in just a bit. Last I checked, it was 16-17 Iowa in the third quarter. Black serves. This one in the corner for Steer. Eilertson on a pass. And then Rustad goes on the attack. Kemek in the back. Kunzi Hogue pushes through the block. Steer, Eilertson, here's Rustad again. This one put down between the two in the back row. The Nuggets aren't going to go down without a fight. They're now down by 2, though. So the ball will be rolled over for the Nuggets to work with. Faith Rustad will be the one to serve. She serves from the middle back. Spirit fingers in the air. This one off of Kamek's arm and falls away for a Mustang Seed ace. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. For corn and soybean seed, you can contact Scott Erickson, 218-368-5314. That's the first ace for Rustad. 22-23, now the score. This one to the back row where Gray receives it. Kunzi Hogue, and then off of the block and down for the kill. 25 kills for Kaya Kunzi Hogue today. 24-22. Kaya Kunzi Hogue on the serve, on the match point. Eilertson sets it up for Izzy Steer. Off the block and down. Izzy Steer gets that kill, but they still have to keep this thing alive. Alex Eilertson with 22 assists on the day, 3 kills for Isabel Steer. The sophomore Reap on the floor to serve. Gray, Kunzi Hogue, and now Kai Kunzi Hogue on the attack. Eilertson gets a piece of it. Steer on the pass over to Fleming on the far side. Kamek in the back row. Kunzi Hogue, now Kaya Kunzi Hogue, jump and attack. Eilertson with a setup on the reception there. Rustad, now Fleming over the top. Black gets underneath it. That one maybe would have been out of bounds, but Rustad kept it alive. Iverson is back on the floor, gets this one, puts it down. We're tied up at 24. Just out of the reach of Elsa Kunzi Hogue. McKenna Iverson with the kill. Keeping things going, a timeout called by Coach Jeff Kunzi Hogue of the Panthers. Community Co-op scoreboard reads 24 around in set 4. We're trying to keep things alive on KRJM.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
The Nugget fans hoping to keep things rolling here. It's 24-24 in set 4. No timeouts left for the Nuggets. The Mounds Park Academy Panthers have a 2-1 lead. Reap sends this one. Kamek sets it up in the back row. Kunzi Hogue, now Kaya Kunzi Hogue on the attack. Eilertson on the reception, set up by Reap, and they call Reap for 2 touches. Ooh. So unfortunate there, but the Nuggets have to shake that off and keep things going. Match point being served by Kamek. Sent over. Eilertson off a hard hit back, so it'll be worked around. Ooh, tried to be tricky and go on 2. Iverson will go on the attack. Sends it to the back corner. Black gets a piece of it. Steer gets a piece of it on the other side. Now the Panthers will get a chance to work with it. Kaya Kunzi Hogue on the attack. Eilertson. Rustad, now Iverson tipping it over. Kamek. Kunzi Hogue, now Kaya Kunzi Hogue to the back corner. Rustad. Eilertson setting it up for Fleming on the far side. Kamek is there in the back row. Kunzi Hogue, Kaya Kunzi Hogue going on the attack. This one is Eilertson underneath it. Rustad, now Eilertson, hard set over on the free ball. Ooh, a little miscommunication on the Panthers side, and it lands out of bounds. As they're trying to chase it down, we're at 25-25. Irie Insurance substitution here as Fletcher steps on for McKenna Iverson. The first set was a 29-27 win for the Nuggets in extended time. Set 3 was 25-22. Ashley Fletcher getting pressure from the other side of the floor as she serves. This one at the attack line. Worked around. Kaya Kunzi Hogue light set over. Eilertson gets underneath it. Fletcher, and now Steer puts it down for the kill! Anna Steer, assisted by Ashley Fletcher, her second assist of the day. And another timeout taken by Coach Jeff Kunzi Hogue with the Hawley Nuggets up 26-25 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Set 4 with the Mounds Park Panthers up 2-1. How much further are we going to go? And set 5 only goes to 15. Fans are going wild behind me, trying to keep the energy up and everything going. Glad to be having them behind me the entire time, both them as fans and, of course, all of the Nugget fans at home that are sponsors as well. We appreciate all your support here as we are able to bring you this 3rd and 4th place game between the Nuggets and the Panthers. The Nuggets making history no matter what. How amazing is that? 26-25 in favor of Hawley. Set point. Kaya Kunzi Hogue, Elsa Kunzi Hogue, and then Gray. That was going to be too hard, but Reap got a piece of it. Rustad up to Fleming. This one to the back where Black is on that far side. Kunzi Hogue to Kaya Kunzi Hogue on the attack. Fletcher is there. Eilertson, now Fleming puts it into the block. Recovery by the Nuggets. That's Rustad, Fletcher. Ooh, they're going to call her for 2 hits. 26 around now in set 4. Elsa Kunzi Hogue on the serve from that far corner. Rustad, Fleming, and now Eilertson sends it over on a free pass. Kunzi Hogue, here's Gray on the attack. Over the block to Rustad in the back row. Eilertson, now Steer on the tip, and on the line for the kill. Anna Steer with 10 kills on the day, 23 assists for Alex Eilertson. 27-26 Hawley. Set point, served by Fleming. Kunzi Hogue to Kunzi Hogue, back to Kaya Kunzi Hogue, through the block. Fletcher, Steer, now Rustad on the attack. This one That one, it must have hit the antenna. It looked like it was touched by somebody because it went up and over and out of bounds. Here we are, 27 around. Gray on the serve. This one goes to the back where Fleming is. Eilertson, now Rustad on the far side. It's blocked up front. This one put over the top. Okay, it wasn't a block. They called it 4 touches by the Nuggets as it hit the net and came back down. 28-27, match point being served by Gray from right to left. Fletcher on the set. Eilertson, now Steer, puts it down. It's in the hands of Kunzihog, Kamek, and now Kunzihog. This one set up by Rustad. Fletcher, now Rustad will go after it again. This one just too far. And what happened here? One of the Mounds Park Panthers was in the net. Everybody was celebrating for the too far hit for the Panthers, and now it's 28-28. The never-ending set. Set number 4 in the third place game. Anna Steer, the junior, steps back to serve with it tied up. Received by Kunzihog. Kunzihog back to Kaya. This one blocked and then put down on the wrong side as the block was set up just a little further away than wanted. 29-28, Mounds Park Panthers. Beering, the freshman, to serve the match point. This one on its way to the back. Fleming gets to it. Eilertson, and now Rustad. This one on its way back. It's hit by Gray. Can they get to it? Kunzihog, and now it'll be free ball to cross. Rustad, now Eilertson. Hard attack on the kill. She'll get it as Coach Kunzihog decided he wanted to play a little ball and hits this one off of one of his players. Not hits it off of her. She hit it first, then he touched it. I'll back down a little bit. Alex Eilertson on the kill. Set up by Faith Rustad. 3 assists for the senior Rustad. Alex Eilertson to serve on this near side corner from left to right. Kunzihog back to Kaya. This one tipped over the top. Eilertson gets underneath it for the dig. Steer set up for Rustad. Kamek gets underneath it. A little out of control. Can they send it back? Gray does. It's a free ball back into the back corner where Fleming is. Eilertson. And now in the front row is Rustad. She puts it off of Kunzihog and it goes out of bounds. And they have the 1-point lead for the set point set up here in set 4. 30-29. Hawley Nuggets. Set 4. They're down 2-1. Nobody has any timeouts left. Alex Eilertson on the serve. Kunzihog to Kunzihog, back to Kaya. Kunzihog on the attack, through the block. Steer is there in the back row. Eilertson setting it up across the way for Rustad. Hard hit. This one goes into Gray, and they win set 4. We're going to set 5. Here on KRJM 101.5 FM. Hawley Nuggets, Mounds Park Academy Panthers. We're playing 5 for the third place in school history for Hawley High School. We'll be back after this.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Well, the Hawley fans are going bananas behind me as we go into set 5. What a set 4 that was. It was the never-ending set with a final of 31-29. Hey, one of our great sponsors here, Ada Building Center. They offer post-frame packages with metal sales steel to meet all your farm building needs. And all are built to your specific requests. Post-frame buildings from Ada Building Center feature metal sales steel, plus with computer drafting of your buildings, you get to have a say in what your building looks like to meet your needs and your budget. And when looking for farm buildings, storage buildings, or any post-farm building. With metal sales steel, visit Ada Building Center, Highway 200, East Edge, Ada. Thanks so much to all our sponsors for making the state coverage possible. We appreciate that so much here as we've been able to broadcast on KRJB and KRJM. And the last few days, the band distracting me there for a second. They were going hard after it as I'm trying to write down hard-fought set in set 4. And get my red pen for set 5. I'm Leaf Balkin, glad to have the play-by-play action for you on 101.5 FM KRJM. And also streaming the audio online at rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. So much fun. Glad to be here for everybody. Been a great time, great tournament. Hawley High School making history no matter what. It's gone a little bit quiet on the Mounds Park Academy side as we are about to go to set number 5 here for the 3rd and 4th place game between these two teams. The Hawley Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers, both upsetting ranked teams in that first semifinal round, losing in the quarterfinal round, then losing in the semifinal. Update for you, it is 16-17 Iowa over Minnesota right now. 4th quarter underway as the ball is in play and away we go. Panthers working around, this one will fall to the middle as Marin Gray will come up with the kill. And start things off for Mounds Park Academy. Nuggets worked around. Fleming, Eilertson back to Fleming into the back row where Coonsey Hogue is. Coonsey Hogue and then Gray. Nice job by Fleming getting underneath it. Eilertson on a bump pass. Fleming hits it over on a lighter attack. Nobody's in the space. Can they save it? They can't. Miscommunication by the Panthers gives the Hawley that point. Kamek doing a nice job trying to rush underneath that one. Just got an update for those of you who are Gophers fans. Iowa 24-16 for the Gophers. 12:49 to go in the 4th. Ball is in play here as Kaya Coonsey Hogue goes on the attack. In the far back corner is Fleming. Steer puts it down just over the top of Kamek. I had to stand up and breathe, and there were high fives around for everybody. 2-1 now in set 5. Fleming on the serve. This one, Kamek, and then pushed over by Beering. This one pushed back by the Nuggets into the back row. And then into the net on the kill. On the attack, I should say. As Kaya Coonsey Hogue was trying to power that one over from the back row. 3-1 lead now for the Nuggets. Fleming sends it to the far back corner where Gray is. Coonsey Hogue to Kaya Coonsey Hogue on the attack. Fletcher reached out to stop that one, and it went off of her and off of Reap. So, off of the tip, that'll be a point for Mounds Park. And 26 kills on the night for Kaya Coonsey Hogue. Stick with us after this one, folks. We're hoping to get some comments from the players and coach as well. As the Nuggets recover and get it over, Coonsey Hogue sends it to the back where Reap can't handle it, and we're wrapped up at 3. Good job there for Kaya Coonsey Hogue. She's a senior for this team. Marin Gray will be the one to serve from right to left. Fleming, Eilertson goes on the kill and down. Fleming put that one a little bit close on the dig to the net, but Eilertson took every opportunity to jump up and power that one to the boards. I guess it's more like a mat, so everywhere else it would be boards. This one, too far by Anna Steer, the junior, keeps us tied up. It's 4-4. Let's see, we'll have Mulvihill come back on as Kamek steps off. Beering serving. This one to the back corner where Fletcher is. Ball worked around and sent over to the Panthers. The setter sets it across. Fleming in the back corner. Eilertson, and now Izzy Steer has to bump it over. She saves it. It was a little out of her reach. As this one's set up for Kaya Sent over to Fleming in the back row. Eilertson, now Rustad. Flat foot attack. Gray, this one going to be very close to the net. And then she goes to set this up. And Kunze Hogue double touches it on the set. So that'll give Hawley Nuggets 1 point, and Alex Eilertson will step back to serve. We'll have an Irie Insurance substitution here as McKenna Iverson steps on. Ashley Fletcher steps off. And once again, Eilertson will be the one to serve near side middle. Lighter serve ends up on this near side of the attack line. Kunze Hogue back to Kunze Hogue as this one goes off the block and out. 5-5. Nuggets had a promising lead to start things off. And now we're tied up. Madeline Black steps on and puts it into the net. So a free point over, and Black kicking herself for it. Coach reassures her, and she gets positioned in the back row. Faith Rustad will be the one to serve now for the Nuggets. Kamek gets it on that far sideline. Kunze Hogue to Kunze Hogue. Steer gets it in this near corner. Recovery by Fleming, and then Eilertson sends it across on a free pass. Gray, Kunze Hogue, now Kaya Kunze Hogue on the attack. Puts it through the block and through for the kill. 6-6. Substitution coming in here. It'll be Leah Tibbetts coming in for the senior McKenna Iverson. Serve from the Panthers ends up in the back row to Steer, Eilertson, and then Fleming. Ball worked around. Kunze Hogue sends it across. Eilertson, Steer, now Fleming goes on the attack through the block. Kunze Hogue, setting it up for Gray, tipping it over, it's blocked. And as it's blocked, a Panther player ends up in the net. Gray does. And so that'll give the Nuggets the 1 point lead. 7-6. Sophomore Allie Reep steps on as the libero and serves. Kamek in the back, center back to receive that one. Free ball across from Gray. Fleming, Eilertson, and then Steer powers it down, but Kamek gets underneath it. Nice job by her on the dig. This one, light tip over. Eilertson will have to send it back over. Now it's sent to the back off of one from the Panthers. A great job by Leah Tibbetts. She gets her second kill of the day, set up by Allie Reep, as she just knocked one over. It floated over the top of the defense. They thought it was going to be out, but it landed right in the corner in a great spot there. And Allie Reep coming up with that assist. Timeout taken by Coach Jeff Hogue, and we'll be back after this.
Steer Builders of Hawley is a residential construction company specializing in framing and new single-family homes. Jared and the team at Steer Builders will work with you on the home you're building or post-frame buildings like shops, barns, garages, and more. Steer Builders is also hiring framers. Must be 18 and experience is not required but a plus. Contact Steer Builders at 701-261-7798 for any questions regarding hiring, homes, or new post-frame buildings. Steer Builders of Hawley, 701-261-7798.
Community Co-op scoreboard reads 8 for Hawley, 6 for Mounds Park Academy in set 5 here on KRJM 101.5 FM, along with rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bach and glad to have the play-by-play action for you. Reep will serve as this one goes over just barely. Attack by Gray to the back row. Reep gets to it. Can they save it? This one goes off the back curtain, and that'll be out of bounds. Goes off the curtain. They kept it alive. Good effort. Everybody running and running and running. They had a 2-point lead and make it 1 point lead now as Kamek will step back and serve. Violet Kamek, she's a junior for this Panther team. Rustad way in the back along with Fleming. Eilertson sets it over. Panthers working around. Here's Gray on the tip attack. This one, miscommunication between Steer and Tibbetts as they went for the block. And then it ended up on their side, and then who touched it last and how to get that, and then Eilertson was trying to dive in there. It was a mess right in front of us here. Kamek on the serve. Rustad gets it in the middle back. Eilertson, now Steer, powers it down. Kamek comes up with it. This one on the second touch. Fleming has to send it back on one. So now the Panthers get a chance to work with it. Gray will go on a tip attack. Eilertson, Rustad. This one very close to the net, and then it's tipped over, blocked. We'll call that there again by Beering and Elsa Kunze-Hogue. 9-8 now in favor of Mounds Park on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Another timeout taken, this time on the other side by Coach Kathleen Rustad. You're listening to 101.5 FM, KRJM.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
On the Community Co-op scoreboard, Mounds Park Academy 9, Hawley 8. Just a quick update, it's 2-1 on the other side with the championship for Class AA going on. 11-15, Sauk Center leads, but and Sauk Center leads in sets as well. As we return play here, Reap will send it over. Gray, Kunze-Hogue, now Kaya Kunze-Hogue on the attack. Through the block. Eilertson to Reap, and now a hard set by Rustad. Ball worked around by the Panthers. Kunze-Hogue, this one set up by Eilertson. Rustad, and now Fleming, sending it to the back row. Kaya Kunze-Hogue, Elsa Kunze-Hogue, now Gray going on the attack. This one to the back row. Nice job by Reap on the dig. Rustad on the set up, and she'll get called for touching it twice. That's a tough one. It's a tough one, been a tough one all season, and it's been a tough one here at the tournament. Kemick on the serve. Reap goes off of her face. Eilertson dives to try to make it happen, and now Mounds Park Academy goes up 11-8. Every point counts in every set, but especially in the fifth. Kemick will step back as the ball is recovered by Fleming and rolled back over. From the far side corner into this near side corner, Reap to Eilertson, and now Rustad on the attack to the middle back row. Worked around, and now Gray on the attack. Fleming, Eilertson, now Tibbet pushes it through the block to Kemick. Kunze-Hogue, Reap, Eilertson, and now Fleming. Blocked and then down. Nice job once again. Navreen Beering there. That's her sixth block. Elsa Kunze-Hogue with a third block for her tonight. And another timeout taken by Coach Kathleen Rustad. Community Co-op scoreboard reads Mounds Park Academy, that's who they are. They're the Panthers. They have 12. Hawley Nuggets with 8. This is for all the marbles in set number 5. And then it's a little back and forth chatter between the two fan groups, and this is for third and fourth place. Third place, the winner is third place of Class A. These two teams upset ranked members in this class. And look at them now. Look at these two teams now. 12-8 serve coming from Kemick. From right to left on the dial. This one across to Reap. Ooh, this one close to the net. Blocked, but ends up on the Nugget side. Fleming sending it to the back. And then somebody's in the net. Turns out that one of the Panthers is in the net, so it gives the Nuggets a point. And they get closer here. Mounds Park 3 points away from winning. Hawley 3 points away from them with a 12-9 score. Fletcher steps onto the floor for Tibbets and will serve. This one picked up at Gray at the attack line. Goes off of 2 and out of bounds. Good read by the Nuggets. Elsa Kunze-Hogue trying to be sneaky, sets it up to her back, and she's a little closer to the edge than she thought. Down by 2 now. This one, it's going to be an ace for Ashley Fletcher. The first one for her tonight. This afternoon. What time is it? We're approaching 5:30. 11 for Hawley, 12 for Mounds Park Academy. Another serve for Fletcher. This one into the net. Make it 13-11. Lots of talking on the Panthers side as they set up to serve. Lots of Hawley fans giving the Nuggets some support. Elsa Kunzihog serves. Fleming gets in the back row. Eilertson now steer on the tip, attack it down in the middle. Anna Steer with her 12th kill, 25 assists for Alex Eilertson. Down by 1. Fleming will serve. Kamek in the back corner. Kunzihog to Kunzihog. This one, goes off of Fletcher's hand. And sets up a match point. Fletcher was trying to pull her hand back. I don't know, that would have been really close to the sideline. 14-12 in set 5. Gray on the serve. Fleming, Eilertson, now Steer on the attack to the far side, puts it on the line! Anna Steer with the 13th kill of the day. 13-14. Match point serve by Anna Steer from left to right. Gray gets underneath it. This one skies up. Kunzihog to the back row where Steer is. Eilertson in the front row. Now Rustad on the attack. Pushes it through the block. Gray, this one's going to be very close to the net. Trying to recover. They do. The Panthers do. Now Rustad puts this one towards the back, and we're tied up at 14 as Gray can't handle that. Faith Rustad, her 13th kill of the day. 14-14 in set 5. You have to win by 2, and Coach Jeff Kunzihog wants to take a timeout. Community Co-op scoreboard says 14 around for Hawley Nuggets and the Mounds Park Academy Panthers on KRJM 101.5 FM.
Why do 148 businesses call Hawley, Minnesota home? They love the business-friendly community and the quick connections to major roads and cities. Hawley has affordable business amenities and shovel-ready commercial and industrial lots waiting for you in great locations. There's even small business startup office space located right downtown. Ready to move your business to Hawley? Contact Lee at 701-306-4497 or visit the new website at hawley.govoffice.com.
Well, timeout taken by the Panthers as we return here on KRJM 101.5 FM. Nugget fans coming alive. I'm Leif Bakken with the play-by-play action in this third place game at the Class AA State Tournament from St. Paul, Minnesota. We're in set 5. Anna Steer, the junior, serves. Kamek in the back row. Kunzihog, and then Kunzihog blocked up front, but ends up on the Nuggets side. Little miscommunication! Ends up on the Nuggets falling down on their side. They had a good recovery on the block, but then somebody called somebody else off, and there was confusion. The freshman Beering will step back and serve from right to left from the middle of the back row. Fleming gets underneath this one. Eilertson to Rustad, off the block. Beering in the back row. Kunzihog, now Kunzihog. This one blocked. Mulvihill gets underneath it. Kunzihog going after it again. Fleming will get underneath it on the Nugget side. Eilertson, now Fleming to the back corner for the kill. Keep us tied at 15. Faith Rustad on the setup once again by Alex Eilertson. 28 assists for the senior. 14 kills for that senior. Alex Eilertson, the setter, will be serving. This one, Kunzihog. This one skies up. Over to Elsa, to Kaya, now to the back corner. Fleming. Eilertson's going to set this one up. Rustad, a little bit late, and pushes it off the block and down. Hawley Nuggets have the lead. Faith Rustad with the kill. Match point for third place. Nuggets 16, Panthers 15. Gray in the back, receiving it. Kunzihog, over to Kaya Kunzihog. This one put up, and the Nuggets are called for being in the net. Izzy Steer found herself a little too close. Madeline Black will serve now, 16 around. Fleming in the center back. Eilertson to Rustad. Power down to the back row for the kill. 30 assists for Alex Eilertson, 16 kills for Faith Rustad. And here we are, 17-16, match point in front of us. In set 5 from St. Paul, Minnesota, at the Minnesota State High School League Volleyball Tournament in Class AA, Faith Rustad on the serve. This one to the back where Kemek finds it in the back corner. Kunzi Hogue, blocked up front, and the point goes to the Nuggets as Kunzi Hogue goes on the attack, and it's out of bounds. They're going to call the line judge over, but according to what the up judge just said, the point was awarded to the Hawley Nuggets. As that happens, the line judge comes over and they clarify things. It is 17-17. The block put up by the Nuggets was where it went out of bounds. Coach Jeff Kunzi-Hogue is talking to the down official. Kaya Kunzi-Hogue is setting up for the serve on this near side corner. It is 17 around. Here's the serve. Fleming to Eilertson along the attack line. Iverson tips it over the top, and it goes down for the kill. Over the top of the block. Nobody can get underneath it. McKenna Iverson comes up with her kill. Second kill I have. Eilertson with another great assist. 18-17, sophomore Reap steps on to serve. In the back, Kemek for the match point. Kunzi-Hogue. Rustad gets underneath it in the back for the Nuggets. Eilertson now steer, puts it down to the other side, and the Hawley Golden Nuggets are third place winners in Class AA. School history has been made, 19-17. Game over. Hawley Nuggets beat Mounds Park Academy Panthers in 5 sets. What an exciting tournament for these Hawley Nuggets and for these fans behind me. And if you can't tell, I'm a little excited as well. This is how it went down. And then we'll come back and talk about it some more. In the first set, it was 29-27 in favor of the Nuggets. Then they had a battle to get back. 25-12 for the Panthers, 25-22 in set 3, then a 31-29. 31-29 for the Nuggets in that fourth set, and a 19-17 finish. I was just handed a note that there will be a welcome home celebration tonight at the Hawley High School gym. Time to be determined. Follow the Facebook and Twitter for updates. Follow the Hawley High School AD and high school principal, I imagine, maybe the volleyball team as well. I'm sure you're already following them if you're a Nuggets fan. There will be a welcome home celebration tonight at Hawley High School gym. Time to be determined. Follow that on your Facebook and Twitter of the Hawley High School. Thank you for that note, Brett Mayer Schmidt, for bringing that over here. What a tournament for this Hawley Nugget team, and what a great time it's been. We're going to take a break and come back as they do some awards, and we're going to try to get the coach and players over here as well. But let's take a break, and we'll gather up some statistics and get right back to it.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Valley Premier Bank is a proud sponsor of Hawley Nuggets Athletics. With tradition, community, and experience since 1892, Valley Premier Bank has been helping the people of Hawley and the surrounding communities. Their personal service and dedication create solutions that will drive results you want and expect. Valley Premier Bank is located at 416 6th Street and reachable at 218-483-3361. An FDIC member and equal housing lender, you can rely on Valley Premier Bank.
Welcome to Edine Family Dentistry, just off Highway 10 in Dilworth. Our purpose is to meet and exceed your expectations, providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, providing exceptional dental care using the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. Currently welcoming new patients. Stop in and see Dr. Edine or Dr. Muscatel and their friendly staff at Edine Family Dentistry. EdineFamilyDentistry.com. 218-287-2938.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Greater Hawley Homes is ready to help you find your dream home. With over 40 years of experience, their realtors work hard to ensure your new home is the perfect match, whether it be in the city, country, or on the lake. Looking to put your home on the market? Greater Hawley Homes has great rates and the availability to feature your home. Serving the Hawley, Barnesville, Dilworth, Audubon, Lake Park, and Detroit Lakes areas, Greater Hawley Homes realtors are ready to work with you. Call Greater Hawley Homes at 218-483-3120 or go online at greaterhawleyhomes.com.
The Hawley JCs is all about giving back to their community. They are a part of many community events such as the Night to Unite, the Fall Stag, the Hawley Rodeo, the Holes for Heroes Ice Fishing Tournament, and the Sandboxville. Since 2016, the Hawley JCs has given nearly $60,000 in donations. To keep the support going, they need new members. Join the team and have fun at the Hawley JCs. Find them on Facebook.
Since 1991, the mission of REACH has been to build strong communities and healthy families. Serving Clay, Becker, and Norman County, REACH provides counseling, food pantry, career services, and the backpack program that provides school-aged children with food for the weekend. You can help REACH by donating, volunteering, and shopping at the REACH reusable secondhand stores in Hawley and Hendrum. Learn more about REACH by visiting ruralenrichment.org.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Jennifer Gieslin with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Gieslin at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email Jennifer at hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
At Rural Ag Services, LLC, crop insurance is our business. They provide crop insurance including multi-peril and hail insurance to customers in Cass, Richland, and Steele counties of North Dakota, and Clay, Norman, Becker, and Otter Tail counties in Minnesota. Give Rural Ag Services a call at 701-799-4192. Rural Ag Services, LLC wants to wish the Nugget volleyball team much success at the state tournament. Good luck, Nuggets!
Welcome back, everybody. They awarded the third place trophy to the Hawley Nuggets. And to the fourth place to the Panthers as they're announcing the All-State team. And a couple of Nuggets making it onto that All-State team. So congratulations to them, and that's what you could hear, some of the cheering coming back here as we get going here in your Irie Insurance post-game report. Thanks to Irie Insurance for that and the substitution sponsorship as we talk a little bit about our two teams and tonight's performance. And let's talk a little bit about how it went. In that first set, it was 29-27 in favor of the Nuggets. Back and forth battle all the way through. Both teams hard kills. The Panthers put it hard to the back row. The Nuggets were finding their luck in the middle, which I would say they found their luck there the rest of the night as well. Set 2 was a different story. Nuggets kind of had some mistakes, caught off guard a little bit, 25-12 in favor of the Panthers. Just too many mistakes, and they couldn't get back into it. Players out of place as well. Set 3 was 25-22, so a tough one there, but some mistakes and a hard battle to get back in, just to battle back up. It was a hard-fought set in number 4, and it extended into further that set, 31-29 in favor of the Nuggets. It felt like it was going to be the never-ending set. And then here we are, set 5. It went 19-17, another hard-fought set back and forth. So a great job by both teams, and the Hawley Nuggets making school history throughout this whole postseason run. Doing a great job making third place win for them. I want to remind everybody who's a Hawley fan and maybe at home there on the KRJM area or listening with our audio stream, RJ Broadcasting and YourLiveEvent.com. There will be a welcome home celebration tonight at Hawley High School Gym. Time is to be determined. So stay tuned on the Facebook and Twitter for updates on that. Let's take a look at our statistics for our two teams here. Starting off with the Mounds Park Academy Panthers. Well, they had a total of 7 aces, 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. Your leader in aces was Elsa Kunzihog, followed by Violet Kamak. In the blocks category, there was a total of, where am I at here? Let's see, 13. Leader in blocks was Neverine Beering, the freshman. She had 6, along with Elsa Kunzhog, who had 3. In the kills category, it was 12 in the first, 6 in the second, 7 in the third, 6 in the fourth, and 4 in the fifth. So that comes out to 28, 35 total. Leader in kills was Kaya Kunzihog with 28, and then followed by a distant 5 by Zoe Mulvihill, Then in the assist category, it was all Elsa Kunzihog with a total of 26, and so 26 total for her. The total team was 29. The other 3 coming from Violet Kamek. And, So good job there for the Panthers. They hard-fought battle. They did really well. I mean, they knocked off the number 1 in the state, Southwest Christian, in that first round. And I think they would have had a good chance against Jackson County Central if they'd have had their big hitter, who was Lola Pilan. But she got hurt yesterday, and that was really unfortunate for her. So that was too bad, and they lost in 4 sets yesterday, and they're just announcing the champions of the Class AA Sauk Center. So congratulations to the Main Streeters as they beat Jackson County Central. So that's pretty cool for them. And congratulations to Jackson County Central as well on coming up with the runner-ups here in Class AA. Let's see here. Let's move on and talk about the statistics for your Hawley Golden Nuggets, the third-place winners here in the state of Minnesota and all of Class AA. The Section 8 AA winners, they come here. They upset the number 2 Cannon Falls Bombers in a awesome 5-set stint there. Let's talk about that quick. Let's just reminisce. Let's marinate in this, huh, folks? 21-25, 25-21 they won. 25-19 they lost. 25-13 they lost. Then they won 25-23 and then won 15-11 against Cannon Falls. Then it was against Sauk Center, and they fell in 3, unfortunately, which put them here in this third-place game against Mounds Park, and this is how the statistics go for the Nuggets. They had a total of 6 aces this game. Anna Steer with 3. We saw another great performance from Allie Reap, who had 1. Actually, they had 7. She had 1. Rustad, Fleming, and Eilertson each had 1. In the blocks category, they had a total of 8 blocks this game, 5 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the fourth. Leader in blocks was Isabel Steer, the freshman, with 3, followed by 2 by Alex Eilertson, along with McKenna Iverson being involved in a couple of those blocks as well. In the kills category, it went 7 in the first, 4 in the second, 11 in the third, 13 in the fourth, and 9 in the fifth. Your kill leader was Faith Rustad, the senior, with 16 total. The runner-up behind that was Anna Steer with 13, and then Alex Eilertson had 7. Grace Fleming put down 5 kills. McKenna Iverson with 2, along with Leah Tibbetts putting 2 up, the sophomore appearing tonight. In the assist category, it was 10 in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the third, and 9 in the fourth and fifth. Your leader in assists was Alex Eilertson, according to my statistics, 31 assists on the day, followed by a long-distance Grace Fleming and Faith Rustad, each coming up with 3. Ashley Fletcher had 2. Allie Reap even had 1 assist today. As the next group moves in for the next, Marshall and Casson Mantreville coming up in just a bit. But we won't have that here. We'll wrap things up shortly on KRJ. I'm hoping to get some comments from the coaches. And what a great time we're having here in St. Paul at the XL Energy Center. Appreciate everything these guys have done, and appreciate the fans, and gotta appreciate the coaches and players as well. Hopefully we're going to get a few players and coaches here very shortly on KRJM 101.5 FM, along with rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. We've got the sub of the game, stars of the game, and Enbridge Energy player of the game all coming your way. Hopefully we get some post-game coaches' comments brought to you by Barrick Family Farm as well. Keep on listening to KRJM. We have more coming your way, and we'll get an update on the football game as well. Keep on listening. Here from St. Paul, I'm Leif Bakken. This is KRJM 101.5 FM.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils, because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Steer Builders of Hawley is a residential construction company specializing in framing and new single-family homes. Jared and the team at Steer Builders will work with you on the home you're building or post-frame buildings like shops, barns, garages, and more. Steer Builders is also hiring framers. Must be 18 and experience is not required but a plus. Contact Steer Builders at 701-261-7798 for any questions regarding hiring, homes, or new post-frame buildings. Steer Builders of Hawley, 701-261-7798.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
The Hawley Nuggets beat the Mounds Park Academy Panthers in 5 sets. Here on KRJM 101.5 FM, an exciting fourth and fifth set, an exciting first set. We started things off tight, 29-27 in favor of the Nuggets. Then it went 25-12 as the Panthers picked things up, 25-22 in favor of the Panthers in the third set. Then set 4 went 31-29 in favor of the Nuggets, and then a 19-17 finish here on KRJM 101.5 FM, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken. Glad to have had the play-by-play action for the Hawley Nuggets for their season, their home season, and an exciting time for me to come on board and watch them go to state as well. And thanks to all our sponsors as we continue on here in our Irie Insurance post-game report. Also want to mention Iowa leads the Gophers 24-22 with 3:29 to play in the game. So 24-22, 3:29 to play. And we're going to try to get Coach Rustad here along with some players for our post-game comments brought to you by Barrick Family Farm. You can find out what they're doing, and there are some career opportunities with them, barrickfamilyfarm.com, and follow their Facebook page as well. Let's get to our Subway of Ada sub of the game and our Pinehurst Resort and Darren Ramey, Insurance Brokers of America, stars of the game. Let's start off with, we also have the Enbridge Energy Player of the game. I almost forgot. Let's start off with our Subway and Ada sub of the game, Dine In, Take Out. Subway Ada wishes to say thank you to all those who have stopped in and continue to be regular customers at Subway Ada. Subway Ada, eat fresh. Your Subway sub of the game is going to be Leah Tibbetts, the sophomore. She stepped on and played a big role tonight when she needed to. She had helped out up front trying to make some blocks. She had a couple of kills, some good placed, well-placed spots. And as a sophomore who was moved up early on in the season, or later in the season from the JV squad onto the varsity squad to help out, you got to appreciate that. And seeing her dress for the varsity side of things. So congratulations to Leah Tibbetts, our Subway sub of the game. Your Pinehurst Resort stars of the game, along with Darren Ramey, Insurance Brokers of America, also presenting you the stars of the game today. Well, taking a look at my statistics. Look. I have to give it, you just got to admire this senior class. You have to admire them and the heart they put into this. Faith Rustad with the most kills tonight. Alex Eilertson assisting. Grace Fleming, she's all over the floor. I mean, she's coming up with digs. She's coming up with kills. She's going on the attack for those kills. She's setting things up. It's just amazing. She does a great job. All three of them do. They've been the power three. But you can't forget about Ashley Fletcher, who's been in there as a defensive specialist, getting a lot of digs, playing that back row. McKenna Iverson stepping on in her place in the front row. Those seniors did a great job this year. Can't forget about Maddie Walker as a senior as well. Appreciate her efforts and her coming in. We got to see her a little bit there at the section game. This senior class is something special, and I know that Coach Rustad knows that. And they all know it. They've played together, and what a way to go out for them. Not on the tippy top, but pretty high up, I'd say. Congratulations. Stars of the game, the senior class on this volleyball team. Brought to you by Pinehurst Resort and Darren Ramey, Insurance Brokers of America. Stars of the game. Alex Eilertson, Grace Fleming, Faith Rustad, Ashley Fletcher, McKenna Iverson, Maddie Walker. All doing a great job. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Hey, line 3 is complete now. You can learn more about that completion of the pipeline at enbridge.com. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We've been giving this out all season, and today, I have to give that one to, I'm going to have to give it to the sophomore Allie Reap. I didn't explain it very well or didn't say much, but when they were down in that fourth set, a timeout was called. I believe it was by Coach Rustad. It had to have been. And so she called a timeout, and you could tell that the energy from everybody was dying down, you know. The Panthers felt like they had it wrapped up. things were looking good and in their favor. And Coach Kathleen Rustad takes that timeout, trying to pump the team back up. Allie Reep came out of that, and she was pumping everybody up, saying, let's go, let's get this done. Let's take care of business. She was talking to everybody on the floor while waiting for the officials to signal that we were good to go in play. And so Allie Reep, she's our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. She brought the energy back and then carried it through to the end of this game, of the match, and a big win tonight for the Hawley Nuggets. Third place in Class AA, and they come up with the big Set 5 win, 19-17. Wow, what a great time it's been. And we're going to try to keep things going here in our Irie Insurance post-game report. More to come. Hopefully we're going to get coaches' comments. We're going to get some players on as well. That's all brought to you by Barrick Family Farm. Stick with us, please, on KRJM 101.5 FM, along with rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and more to come after this.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Valley Premier Bank is a proud sponsor of Hawley Nuggets Athletics. With tradition, community, and experience since 1892, Valley Premier Bank has been helping the people of Hawley and the surrounding communities. Their personal service and dedication create solutions that will drive results you want and expect. Valley Premier Bank is located at 416 6th Street and reachable at 218-483-3361. An FDIC member and equal housing lender, you can rely on Valley Premier Bank. The Hawley JCs is all about giving back to their community. They are a part of many community events such as the Night to Unite, the Fall Stag, the Hawley Rodeo, the Holds for Heroes Ice Fishing Tournament, and the Sandboxville. Since 2016, the Hawley JCs has given nearly $60,000 in donations. To keep the support going, they need new members. Join the team and have fun at the Hawley JCs. Find them on Facebook.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Greater Hawley Homes is ready to help you find your dream home. With over 40 years of experience, their realtors work hard to ensure your new home is the perfect match, whether it be in the city, country, or on the lake. Looking to put your home on the market? Greater Hawley Homes has great rates and the availability to feature your home. Serving the Hawley, Barnesville, Dilworth, Audubon, Lake Park, and Detroit Lakes areas, Greater Hawley Homes realtors are ready to work with you. Call Greater Hawley Homes at 218-483-3120 or go online at greaterhawleyhomes.com.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available in monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Welcome back, everybody, on KRJM 101.5 FM. I'm Leaf Bakken, and do another recap here for you in our Irie Insurance post-game report. As we talk a little bit about what happened here in the third-place game as the Nuggets take home the third-place title. Congratulations to the Hawley Golden Nuggets on that feat, by the way. In set number one, they won 29-27, but then they got a little bit set back in the second set, 25-12. 25-22 was the end of the third set with some mistakes still kind of putting them back. But then they battled hard, really hard in that fourth set back and forth, back and forth. We extended that to a 31-29 win for the Nuggets. And then in the fifth set, we celebrated early at 16, a win of 17-15. But then there was a call back by the line judge, and it was 16 around. Then we stepped back up, and here we are with the set 5 win of 19-17 and a third place trophy going to the Hawley Nuggets. Congratulations to them again. And on that note, there is a welcome home celebration tonight at the Hawley High School gym. The time is to be determined, so anybody who is interested in that, you can follow that on Facebook or Twitter for the updates. So again, follow the Hawley High School. I don't know if it's the athletic director or if the principal or all of them, the volleyball team itself, all of it. There will be a welcome home celebration tonight at Hawley High School gym, time to be determined. And it might be a little bit late, but we're all going to make it home, and it's going to be a good time. Congratulations again to the Hawley Nuggets. Congratulations to the Mounds Park Academy Panthers. They came into this one as an unranked team, and they beat the number 1 team in the first day. They beat the number 1 team, sending the Southwest Christian Stars, Southwest Christian Stars, down into the losers bracket, and they ended up winning the consolation over the Cannon Falls Bombers, who built their way back up into that 5th place, or in that 6th place spot. That's not awarded, but they got 6th. And so congratulations to Southwest Christian. But Mounds Park Academy, the Panthers, doing some amazing things and pushing out the number 1. Coming in, and they went to 4 sets against Jackson County, who got second tonight. Sauk Center, the Main Streeters, your Class AA champions. Champions in Minnesota. Sauk Center Main Streeters. So congratulations to them. 3 sets yesterday. There was a 25-23 and a 25-23 in sets 1 and 3. So that was really, really good as they played the Nuggets, but the Nuggets fell in those 3 sets. So that's unfortunate, but here we are. High school, Hawley High School history with, first of all, they hadn't made it past the into the section championship, if I remember correctly. And then they come to the state tournament, and every step of the way was something new for them and something new for the school. How exciting is that? As a Hawley Nugget, you have to be really excited about the opportunities there. We're going to try to track down our coaches and some players and hopefully get some post-game comments from them. This is the Irie Insurance post-game report. Please stick with us here on KRJM 101.5 FM, along with rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. Really hoping we get some comments, at least from Coach Kathleen Rustad. And if not, we'll try to catch up with them later and try to get some season-ending comments from some of the seniors as well. This one, a 5-set finish, 3-2 in favor of Hawley as they come up big in the 5th, 19-17 on KRJM 101.5 FM, Gold 101.5 FM. We'll be talking a little bit in just a bit.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email jennifer@hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Steer Builders of Hawley is a residential construction company specializing in framing and new single-family homes. Jared and the team at Steer Builders will work with you on the home you're building or post-frame buildings like shops, barns, garages, and more. Steer Builders is also hiring framers. Must be 18 and experience is not required but a plus. Contact Steer Builders at 701-261-7798 for any questions regarding hiring, homes, or new post-frame buildings. Steer Builders of Hawley, 701-261-7798.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Getting one more check and seeing if Coach Kathleen Rustad and a few seniors are available. Otherwise, we'll wrap things up here in just a second. But let's run through this one more time. Congratulations goes out to the Hawley Golden Nuggets as they win the third place in Class AA. Hard fought, good season for them, as they're getting ready to go here with the Marshall and Casson-Monterville game. And what we saw, let's just do another recap here on the entire thing as we watched Mounds Park upset number 1 Southwest Christian in 5 the other day. Then they lost to Jackson County Central yesterday to end up here. As for the Hawley Nuggets, they beat the number 2 Cannon Falls Bombers in 5. 25-21, then they went 25-19, 25-13, 25-23, and 15-11. Then they lost to Sauk Center yesterday, who are your AA champions now, as they beat Jackson County Central. But Hawley Nuggets lost to them in 3 yesterday. So Mounds Park, Hawley Nuggets battled it out today. It was a 29-27 end in the first set in favor of the Nuggets. Then it went 25-12 in favor of the Panthers. 25-22 after 3, and then a long, hard-fought set 4, 31-29. And that was in favor of the Nuggets. So then they battled back and forth, celebrated early, came back around, and they won it 19-17 in 5 sets. Hard fought. You got to give Mounds Park Academy some credit as well, as they did a great job. And so here we are, your third place winners, the Hawley Nuggets. Once again, there will be a welcome home celebration tonight at the Hawley High School gym. The time is to be announced. Follow the Facebook and Twitter for updates. Follow Hawley High School Facebook and Twitter for updates on the welcome home celebration taking place tonight at the Hawley High School gym. Time is to be determined. And looking at the time now, it is going to be late. But there's nothing wrong with a little late party on a Saturday night, right? And that's what's awesome and great and fantastic. As these guys are getting introduced, I'm looking around one more time to see if I can see any Hawley Nugget players or coach before we wrap things up here on KRJM. Thanks for sticking with us. Really appreciate that. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Appreciate everybody tuning in the last several days for state high school volleyball from St. Paul at the XL Energy Center. I do want to say, I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors that you've seen rotating during this audio broadcast, and those that you've heard during our broadcast. We appreciate them so much. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible. And so thank you so much to all those sponsors. And if you do business with any of them that you heard or seen, please say thank you for supporting the Hawley Nuggets and making it possible for this state tournament to be a reality for them on the radio and for all of you at home. Thank you so much to everybody. On that note, we'll wrap things up here on KRJM 101.5 FM. This has been a presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Thanks so much to everybody for the support, and thanks to the producers back at the studio, Kevin Kochman, along with Kay Lynn doing her job the last few days as well with us. And thanks to you, the fans. We appreciate you. Without you, we wouldn't be doing this. And so we appreciate that so much. And I appreciate the opportunity coming into R&J Broadcasting to be able to be part of this group, be part of the family, and be part of the Hawley Nuggets a little bit this time. What's next? I guess we're on to basketball season, I suppose. That's going to be all for me. I'm Leaf Bakken. Thanks for tuning in on all of our streams and here on KRJM. Thanks again to RJ Broadcasting Incorporated for making this possible. And as always, until next time, we'll see you down the road.